What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Good to see you guys up in here hanging out early. Please smash that like button as you guys stop in here. Remember, guys, that the Sunday live streams, actually all the live streams are long form shows, so we'll be here hanging out for 1, 2, 3 hours. Hopefully, not 3 hours tonight. I've been trying to shorten things up a little bit, get around the 2 hour mark. So please smash that like button, drop some questions, and hang out for a few minutes. I'll be back and chat with you guys in just a few minutes, baby. All right, guys, see you in just a minute. Shout out to Marky Rizzo. Marky Rizzo coming through with the immediate sponsorship. Shout out to you, Marky. Good to see you up in here early, my friend. Shout out to you for dropping that sponsor bomb right from the get-go. Thank you, Marky Rizzo. What's up, brother? What's up? Firing up those jets, baby. Fire them. Woo-wee! Boom. Boom shakalaka. Shout out to you, Marky. I appreciate that sponsorship of today's live stream, baby. Good to see you in here, my friend. Good to see you. I see some messages being deleted. What's going on in the chat, guys? How is everybody doing? I just barely walked in from doing a freaking killer leg day, so I'm all like shaky and my booty's all pumped up. Shout out to y'all that do them booty workouts. Ooh, that feels so good. How's everybody doing? Looks like we've already got a decent amount of you lovely ladies and gentlemen in here. We've got 10 likes already coming on strong here, starting off early. So guys, if you're just hopping in here, please smash that like button so we can attract some more fine gentlemen and ladies like yourself in here. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. Good to see you guys in here. Thanks for hanging out on a Sunday. I appreciate that, guys. So let's hop right in, see who's in there. But before we do, guys, you see the disclaimer scrolling across the bottom. You guys all need to know and remember that I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. I cannot give medical advice. So if you are struggling with addiction, my friend, please seek out your own medical professional. Remember that everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. And for me to share my experience with you and for you to share your experience with others. So come on in, say hello to your people up in here. I'm going to remove that disclaimer off the bottom. Get that baby off there. Bye. And I'm going to be sure to throw up the sponsors of this week across the bottom, and I'm going to leave that going for the whole show. So shout out to the sponsors. I'll thank them in just a little bit here. All right, so as you see there, I'm going to remove that part because the stream has already started. So, all right, the new message on the screen, guys, says, please be sure and share your updates, goals, setbacks, etc. We want to support you, baby, on your path to freedom. So, guys, you know a lot of this channel has to do with what you guys are going through. I don't like to just talk about me on here all the time. I don't like to talk about me hardly ever. I like to talk about what you guys are going through and hear your guys' updates. So please don't be shy. Come on in here. Let us know what you guys are going through. If you're struggling with something, reach out. You've got like-minded people here in the chat. A lot of people who have been through probably what you're trying to go through. So shout out to you guys. Let's get right to the comments so I don't start getting behind. So Sivan up in here early today. Good to see you in here, Sivan. Good to see you. I seen your video with your friend that she had mentioned her Sublocade journey. That was a cool little short video. Keep making those videos, girl. She looked a lot like Demi Moore. I don't know if you seen my comment. I was like, what the heck? It kind of tripped me out a little bit. Let's see who's up in here. KG Smith, what's up, girl? Good to see you, KG. Good to see you. Liz made it in here. What's up, Liz? Hopefully you got that stuff figured out with Mama Deb. There was some kind of confusion on that end, so hopefully you guys figured that out. KG says, I have a few questions for you today, Kev. Oh, you know I love the questions. I'm excited to hear what you got for me, KG. How's your taper/Butrans going? How's that going for you, KG? Mama Deb says, hello, everyone. Welcome in and ask questions. Much love. Yes, please. Yes, guys, we love the questions. We love the comments. We love your updates. We love to hear all that stuff, guys. Whew, I'm still shaky from that workout. I had to kind of do it quick, too, because I was running behind. All right, who's in here? Shauna is in the house. Shauna, good to see you in here. She's been quite consistent to the live streams lately. Starting to get some new normies in here. All right, let's see here. So Shauna asked how your shot is going, Sivan. I think she said that she's getting her shot. So Sivan's getting her first Sublocade shot on the 14th of August. So I know she's trying to get her dose dialed in before she takes the 100 milligram shot. So she's going to start off at a lower dose than the usual. Let's see here. Kimmy must be skiing. Oh yeah, Kimmy's not up in here yet. I think she's got something going on. I think she'll be in here in a little bit. I think she said she was going to be a little bit late today. Late to the class, the chill class. Okay, so hi Liz. So Deb says, Kevin, when does Brixadi come to the market? It's supposed to be here this fall, Deb. I've been asking recently a couple people who are who are doctors basically, if they've heard anything on their end. So I've got people trying to find out more information. In fact, my buddy Kenny, who recently started his own clinic in Alabama. Does any of you guys need help out there in Alabama? He just started a new addiction location for people out there in Alabama. Where is it? Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on a sec, guys. So Kenny is in Mobile, Alabama. It's Fresh Start Recovery. If anybody is out that way, and he just literally barely opened doors to his location like 2 weeks ago. So if there's anybody in that area, make contact with him if you need some help. I think they're going to do the Sublocade shot, Suboxone, all that stuff, guys. So shout out to him if he hears this. He's actually going through his own stuff right now as well. Very interesting stuff. So I'll have him on the channel in the future to share. He's got quite the journey that he's going through right now. So I don't want to say too much about his stuff, but long story short, he just opened his own clinic, and he also recently started Sublocade on a small dose. So he's trying to use a small dose of Sublocade to come off. And I recently heard from him on Clarity, and he's starting to run into some issues with the RLS. So I'll have some more updates on his situation going forward. He's going to try to push through if he can. But he said that he didn't know about the RLS tablets, so he went and got those, and he said that they helped. So he's gonna try to push his way through there, and we'll find out. I'll get an update for you guys soon. He literally only took a 25 milligram shot to start with, and then he took a 25 milligram shot 2 days later because he was worried it was going to be too strong. And he came from like 2 milligrams of Suboxone. So very interesting stuff to hear. That's definitely off-label usage, right, guys? And I love to hear when people are willing to come up with trying things to go off-label that far, and then also their doctors are willing to work with them on customizing or personalizing their Sublocade shot. It's really awesome stuff, and I'm really excited to hear how that goes for him. He might have to take another shot. He's going to try to push through, so I'll let you guys know soon when I hear from him. And like I said, we'll have him on the channel in just a little bit in the future, guys. And we just had a sponsorship coming through from Callie Love. What up, girl? What up? She's up in here early today. Good to see you, Callie Love. Firing up that fighter pilot, baby. Ooh, baby. Shout out to you, girl, dropping a $20 sponsor bomb, showing the love once again on this channel. She's been a long-time supporter of this channel, and also she is a moderator. So shout out to you, girl. Good to see you in here dropping the sponsor bomb, baby. Boom. How's that Sublocade working out there for you, Callie? Callie Love or Jess? I don't know if you want me to call you by your name or your screen name. So shout out to you, girl. I appreciate the love once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my sponsors. You guys supporting this show. I thank you guys greatly. I really, really do, guys. Y'all know that YouTube doesn't do nothing for me on this channel. It's literally like I'm monetized for no reason at all. Literally. Unfortunately, they don't like when we talk about this stuff. So, whoa. And we just had another sponsor bomb dropping on the channel. Shout out to Mikey. Mikey, good to see you in here early today again as well. Mikey, he says, oh, let me pull up the bomb first. Dropping the sponsor bombs today, guys. The Jets are coming out early. Shaboom, shaboom, shaboom. Mikey dropped a $17 sponsor bomb on the channel, showing the love. You guys coming through up in here early today, dropping the love. I thank you guys. Thank you for the continued support as well. We're having a lot of normies who are sponsors of this channel. Not only are they always up in here hanging out, dropping comments, sharing what they're going through, but they also are contributing to this channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you who are in the position and you are able to do that. Thank you guys. Showing the love, baby. Back to the comments. So has anybody else out there heard anything about Brixadi? That just reminded me as well, Deb, that there is somebody who reached out to me who actually works as a mat doctor, and she dropped a pretty good sponsorship on the channel a while ago. And I asked if she'd be willing to come on the channel and let me interview her. But I think she's actually going to have her husband, who is also a doctor, specializes in this stuff. I think she said that he will be in a better position to come on and talk with us. So I'm really excited to have him or her or both of them on here if they see this on the replay. She said that he shares a lot of my Sublocade videos with their clients at their place. So it's really cool. And also my buddy Kenny said the same thing as well. So there's a lot of people out there who are in the line of work, doctors that have been sharing my videos, and it's freaking awesome to see that. Like it can help other people find us here, right? The people that are going through this stuff. And so it's really awesome that those people in those positions are sharing my content with their people, right? So because you guys know I try to keep it real on here, and I try to talk about whatever I can wherever I can, right? It's not always perfectly positive stuff. There's going to be some issues along the way, and I try to share whatever I can with you guys. And I don't want to get way too far behind in the comments. I can see you guys going off. We've already got almost 20 people in here, guys. Smash that like button. I can see you guys going off in the comments. I might have to slow things down and if I start getting too far behind. I'm not really in a rush tonight, so if we need to, we can go longer than the 2 hours. I see some new people in the comments, guys. I appreciate you guys dropping the comments, not being shy. Remember, guys, that you are safe here, safe from trolls. You can post whatever you need to post as long as it's not graphic. Don't post anything like, try not to cuss. You guys know I try not to cuss on this channel, even though I should. I try to keep it kid-friendly in a way, I guess, because some of you guys have your children listening as you're listening to this stuff. So I try to keep it kid-friendly around here, and not to talk about too much crazy stuff. So I can see you guys going off in the comments. So I really need to get caught up in here. Let's see. As I run myself out of breath, you guys know I have so much that I'm trying to say so fast. It's like I'm like, you guys remember the old commercial, Micro Machines? Micro Machines. You are all my babies. All right, let's get to some comments here. Wow, you guys are really going off in here. I appreciate that, guys. And before I dive into these comments, it looks like we've got 17 likes, but we've got 20 people in here. So it looks like there's been at least a few of you who haven't smashed that like button, guys. Remember that the likes are free and that will help other people find this community just like you did, guys. So please smash that like button real quick. I know we could get that baby over 20. And just remember that you are all my babies. My babies. So let me see here. All right, scrolling. Keep these doggies scrolling. So KG says, can someone who is on 1 milligram of Suboxone take Brixadi? Yes, I would say yes. That being said, KG, that's going to be probably further down the line because that's going to be super off-label, as I always refer to it. And what I mean by off-label, guys, KG, you know what I'm talking about, but other people probably don't. What I mean is the directions to Brixadi, they're not really going to be set up for people who are on such low doses of bupe like that. But where they have the weekly shots available, that's going to provide a much smoother transition for people who are on low doses of Suboxone, right? So they can better iron out the dose before they just squirt a big one huge shot into you like they do with Sublocade. So in my opinion, the people who are on lower doses of bupe, Suboxone, not only is it going to be a lot cheaper to get on Brixadi, but there's going to be a lot more doses. So The answer to that should be in the future, yes, KG. As far as right away off the first part, I don't think there's going to be probably not a lot of doctors who are willing to do that. But if you get an open-minded doctor, then they might be willing to do that. Luke G, what up, man? I've been asking people about you. How you doing, buddy? You all right? I haven't seen a video from you for a while, man. I hope you're doing okay out there, brother. I saw a comment that you responded to on one of FMD's channels, and it sounded like something might have happened recently. So let us know if you're okay, Luke. It's good to see you up in here, buddy. Hopefully you're doing all right, my friend. I recently asked Nicole if she'd heard from you because I haven't seen anything from you. So just checking in with you, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Good to see you in here. Thanks for checking in with us, brother. Hope you're doing all right. Fox Bat in the house. What's up, Fox Bat? Good to see you, my friend. Liz says, what milligram of sub were you on? So I went from 1 milligram of Suboxone up to 4 milligrams of Suboxone, and then I transitioned to half of the starting dose of Sublocade, which was the 300 milligram shot that they ordered, and they squirted half of it out and started me there. That was my stuff. I wish my doctor would have listened to me and let me do what I wanted to do, which was 1 milligram of Suboxone to the 100 milligram shot. That would have been even probably better than me having to push my dose up. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter too much, guys, honestly. If you have to bring your dose of Suboxone up a little bit before you get your shot, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Trust me, guys, it's really not. So let's keep these comments rolling. Sorry, dropped my phone and it went crazy. Oh, Callie. Yeah, some of my mods sometimes have issues with their phones. I remember something happened with Mikey, and he was like deleting some comments or something recently, and then it happened to Marky before too, so it's all good. I was like, oh, hopefully there's no drama in the chat today. Oh, wow. So Luke's down to 2 milligrams of Suboxone. Dude, damn. So you're killing it, man. You just been too focused on that? You don't want to worry about videos now, or what? You just taking a break from the tubes for a little bit, Luke, or what? That's awesome, man. Congrats getting down to that dose. How are you feeling down there? Are you in some kind of like rehab or recovery place or something, Luke? I can't remember what happened. Like you moved somewhere, and I don't know exactly the full story with that. Awesome, Luke. You've almost caught up to me. Oh, what did KG? Oh, I already responded to what she said. Okay. I dropped my phone, 5:13. So I'm currently 15 minutes behind, guys. Be patient with me. I'm trying to keep up, but I can see you guys going crazy in the comments today, which I love. We did get to 20 likes, so I appreciate that. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please bang that baby out. Just bam, just like that. So Fox says, so I had 2 nights of mad insomnia this week. It's gotten better these past couple nights, though. I wonder if it's related to the bupe leaving my system. It's been 11 weeks now since my last shot. That's likely what's going on. I would guess probably Fox, but I would say let's see if it happens tonight and the next night. So maybe just let it go a couple more nights and see if it still happens. If it does, then yes, that's probably what it is. But you guys know that sometimes in life, random things can happen, and maybe we took our caffeine too late, so we couldn't sleep that good, or certain life stressors are going on. It could be something like that. So try not to psych yourself out, Fox. Keep us on the update on that and just try to keep pushing forward, my friend. Mikey, what's up, Mikey? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you don't have any pain today over there. How's the pain stuff going for you, Mikey? So Deb says, Kevin, what milligram sub is good to start off on a 100 milligram Sublocade shot? Please. I love the Sublocade questions and like the customized doses, guys. I really spend a lot of time looking at people's stories, what they've gone through. You guys know I made a couple of videos just solely based on people sharing what their transition doses were. So from everything that I have learned and everything that I have experienced with Sublocade, if somebody was on, let's see. Oh, so what's the, so an ideal, if I was going to take the 100 milligram Sublocade shot, honestly, I would probably want to start at about 2 to 3 milligrams. Up to 3 to 4. Somewhere around 2 to 4, but probably for me, I would probably go 2 to 3. Thanks for the question, Deb. Deb coming out with the questions today. I'm not on the shot list. So what dose are you on, Savannah? I know you've been working on tapering your dose down. I think she said she's been struggling a little bit too doing that. So let's see. It seems like you guys are pulling further away from me. What's up, Megan B? Good to see you in here as always. Meg's been up in here constantly. I appreciate the consistency showing up to the chat, Meg. She's the Sublocade. She's the Sublocade master. She's the OG Sublocade. Tara in the house. Good to see you, Tara. Good to see you. So Shauna says, I'm going to be in and out due to my 3-year-old. It's all good, Shauna. I appreciate you trying to listen through, as I know you're busy over there. So Megan, that's a good point. Megan says, do not possess Kratom in Alabama. Yeah, I recently heard that from Kenny as I was talking to him about Kratom. He said, yeah, it's illegal here. So yeah, I heard that same thing as well. Kratom is illegal in Alabama. That's such a trip to me that it's illegal, like certain states and certain it's not. It's so weird how that, like the pot stuff is like legal in certain states. That trips me out. Over here in Utah, it's like, dang, dude. It's so different. Just because you cross an imaginary line, it's like you're in trouble if you take this thing. It's kind of stupid, honestly. Let's see. KG says, next question. I've never had high blood pressure, and lately it's been high, like 150/90. Would this be due to lowering the dose? Honestly, KG, I don't think that as far as like your blood levels go, I don't think that your blood levels would be lower really than they were, honestly, because you have remember you're still being supplied some through the Butrans patch. So if you were going into like full blown withdrawal and you jumped off cold turkey, then I would say that's more likely. Is there some other kind of medication or some other stressors or like any unhealthy diet changes that have happened recently, KG? I definitely wouldn't expect, do you know what your blood pressure normally is at? But I definitely wouldn't think that what you're going through right now would spike your blood pressure abnormally high. I definitely wouldn't think that it's from that. That's just my opinion. And remember, guys, I'm not a doctor. But I do actually have books of records that I've kept when I did go into withdrawal from Suboxone, and I was tracking my blood pressure and my heart rate as well. And it did elevate quite a bit. And you could feel that anxiety, obviously. I would say keep tracking it, KG, and just kind of keep an eye on other things. She says blood pressure is normally 120/80. Yeah, so that's a decent amount. That's a decent amount higher. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't think that it's from like a withdrawal type thing, KG. I definitely wouldn't think that that's what it is. It's got to be something else in my opinion. So Mikey says still not good. Going to the doctor tomorrow, orthopedic doctor that cares about the carpal tunnel and shoulder. This is not normal. All I was doing was writing. I took Subutex and nothing. So what do you mean, Mikey? Like you took the Subutex to relieve your pain and you still got the pain? Is that what you mean by that? Fox says, yeah, I really hope I don't continue to have bad insomnia. I can't stand not sleeping. Yeah, I can't stand that either, my friend. So I understand the frustration with that. Hopefully you can try to take a nap or two during the day? I've been taking naps lately, guys. With this summer heat, it just freaking kills me. It kills my energy so bad, so freaking bad. Like I almost take naps every day. Freaking getting tired with this heat. It was like, what was it? Like 88 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm like, dude, can I even get a couple hours of chill weather? KG says, are you okay with taking something like trazodone, Fox? Oh, wow, guys. You guys are getting away from me in the comments. I need to speed up here. So Tani, I think I said that right. Tani says, hey, I'm Tani, and I'm Savon's friend. And I just want to say I'm so grateful this community and others like it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining and hanging out here. I appreciate that. Are you the one that Savon kind of took a little tiny clip of in her video? That I'm not sure if that was you or not. I remember she kind of zoomed over to somebody else for a second. But shout out to Savon for bringing her friends and her family. Her dad was up in here hanging out recently. So I appreciate that, Savon, sharing this message, and that will help other people, like-minded people, find this community. I know, it's sometimes I think, dang, dude, like I've been busting my ass on this channel for now, 5 years? I haven't really been busting my ass, but the last year and a half, I've really been busting my ass on the channel. Hopefully you guys have seen the work that I put in, the amazing guests that I've had on this channel. But, I was thinking, dude, like I've literally been putting videos out for like 4 or 5 years, and I only have not even 3,000 subscribers. And I was like thinking about how many people are even on Suboxone, like people that I know in real life. And we're a rare breed, guys. Honestly, we really are. People who are on Suboxone and who actually look on the internet to research about the medication that they're taking. Not only it's like not a lot of people take Suboxone, generally speaking, as far as like the overall population, but people who want to find out more information about Suboxone that find this community, we're a small group of people. And that makes sense why it's been so slow growing on this channel, because there's just not a lot of people that are researching Suboxone on the internet. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. So it's nice when we can find people who have been through what we're doing and what you've gone through. It's really like we can all kind of really relate to each other, even though we're not hanging out in person and we don't know each other in person. But it's like we all kind of understand the feelings that we've gone through, the struggles of tapering, what it feels like to go through withdrawal. Like we all share that connection in some way, right, guys? So I appreciate you, Saban, showing your friends and family this channel. I really do appreciate that. I've spoken to Saban's sister on Clarity. Like she's really, shout out to her. I appreciate that. And if you want, Tawny, please let us know your story. Like give us, a paragraph or two and let us know what your story is if you could. I would appreciate that. It's nice. I like to get to know you guys and what you guys have gone through and where you're at. Are you on Suboxone? Have you been on Sublocade? Kratom, whatever you guys are on, methadone. Let me know what you guys are doing, where you've come from and where you're trying to go to as well. She says, Tawny is my bestie. Oh, so I was right. Okay, so that is the one. So is that the one that you were recording or the one that was sitting next to the one you were recording, Savon? Is that the one that looks like Demi Moore? So Callie Love says, you can call me Jess. I got my shot yesterday and it left a nasty red mark or red bruise looking well. It sucks. Damn, dude. Sorry, Callie. That sucks. I'm sorry. How are you feeling? Can you actually feel, I'm glad that you're on here right now, Callie. So, cause I know Callie's been getting the 300 milligram shots. Callie, do you get like a boost? Can you feel like an overwhelming amount of bupe? Like today, can you feel a lot of bupe? Do you feel over medicated or can you not really feel it kicking in? Or how is it for like the first couple of days after you get the next 300 shot, after you're used to it, like you are, Callie? Could you let us know, please? I would appreciate it, baby. Just quick side note, guys. It looks like the likes really slowed down on the video. We have only got 21 likes. Guys, please smash that like button so we can have other people find this community. I would appreciate it. We've got 20 people in here hanging out. I appreciate you guys on a Sunday live stream, baby. And I know I'm behind, guys. I'm almost 20 minutes behind now. You guys are starting to pull away from me, so I need to speed things up here a bit. Shannon B says, hey everyone, what's up, Shannon? Good to see you in here. Mikey says, is anyone in pain like me? Just asking. Yeah, guys, if you're struggling with chronic pain like Mikey, drop him a comment. Let him know he's not alone out there, guys. See, Tawny. I appreciate you being so consistent up in here too, Savon. You've been coming around a lot lately, and I remember when you said a while ago, you were like, I'm gonna start showing up more often. You were right. You've done just that. I appreciate that. So Tani, oh, here's Tani's story right here. So Tani says, I am a recovering H&M addict. I'll have 4 years December 5th, and Sublocade help me get off subs. They put me in a detox, so if anyone has questions, let me know if I can help. Okay, so she must be the one that Siobhan recorded in the video, I'm thinking. So thank you very much for sharing that. I appreciate that, and that is awesome. Can you tell us more about your Sublocade journey? How many shots did you take? And did you have any withdrawal from anything, Tani? I know a lot of people are curious about that. And also, what were your transition doses? I think I remember you saying on Saban's video, but if you could remind us, I want to say you were on 16 milligrams of Suboxone and you probably took the 300 milligram shot. Is that right, Tani? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If not, just let me know. I'm in recovery today, and I'd love to share my experience, strength, and hope with everyone. Yes, you are in the right place. Thank you for finding this community. I appreciate you finding your way here, girl. Oh, she's off now. Okay. All right, maybe she can see this on the replay. Or wait, you mean she's off Sublocade or she's off of the internet? Savan. So Savan says, Mikey, pain from what? Oh, she's off the internet. Okay, good to know. So I'm not sitting here talking to somebody that's not on here. And it's my apologies, guys, because I'm so far behind in the comments. So be patient with me, guys. You guys know how it is around here. Is Kimmy in here yet? Has anybody seen Kimmy yet? I used to care for elderly and I used it as an anti-inflammatory. They slept well after the juice, but I was on the anti-inflammatory tart cherry juice, Megan said. These lights are really bright up in here today. Let me turn these down. Turn these babies down. So Tani earlier said, I was unaware that subs were prescribed for pain until Sivan. So yeah, actually that's Mikey's using Subutex, which is, pretty much exactly the same thing. He's using that for pain and he's getting a lot of relief from his pain too, usually from what I've gathered from him. And yeah, remember guys that Bupe, if you guys didn't know, Bupe is the main ingredient in Suboxone. That was originally created for pain. That was what it was originally made for. And then they figured out somewhere along the line that can help people who are struggling from addiction. I'm really trying to not get distracted by the live comments. I'm bouncing back and forth here. Savan says, but I'm nervous that the shot will be difficult due to my chronic pain. Yeah, I know that's what I was kind of asking you about, Savan, what the doc said about that for your, like what the deal is going to be for your chronic pain. Or if there's something else. I know Mikey said that he uses, there's some kind of over-the-counter medication he was getting a lot of. I think it was, I forgot what it was. Mikey, if you can post what that was you were using, it was like, was it Aleve or Advil? It was something like that. He was getting some relief from it. And I know Mikey has a lot of chronic pain too. So I know if he gets benefits from it, that a lot of other people will as well. So Mikey said Aleve gels. So that's something you might consider trying, Saban, if you haven't tried that. Is that kind of the best thing, Mikey, that's worked for you as far as just like an over-the-counter something to help with your pain? He said it's tons of help. So if you guys are out there struggling with pain and you haven't tried the Aleve gels, give them a shot. Slim says, I'm hearing Parkinson drug now being used recreationally. That's scary. So I don't know what that is, Slim. What's Parkinson drug? I don't know what that is, my friend. Good to see you in here, Slim. Yoga heals pain. I love that. Yes, guys. If you guys haven't tapped into yoga or just even lifting weights and building up your muscle, like that stuff can really help with your pain. If you guys have, like back problems and stuff, just strengthening up the muscles in your back, stuff like that can really help. Babies. 24, 34. Shoot, guys, you guys are going off. I need to change the comments real quick, guys. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute. I need to slow things down a little bit because you guys are killing it up in here today. Give me just a minute, guys. I'm trying to remember how to do this now. There we go. Live. Oh, it's gonna start going off. How do I do it? Where's Kimmy at? Forgot how to do this. I forgot how to do it. I'm looking for this little pencil thing that she was always talking about, but I don't see it. Shoot. All right, maybe I can't change that right now. Maybe I just got to figure out a way to catch up to y'all. All right, I'm going to start super scrolling in the comments, guys. So I'm so far behind, I need to get caught up. Scrolling. So Tani says, what is Brixadi? So it's basically like a different version of Sublocade, but it's supposed to be a lot cheaper and there's supposed to be a lot more doses. And it shouldn't be nearly as visible as the Sublocade bump, and it's supposed to be a lot cheaper too. So it's basically like the new and improved version of Sublocade, in my opinion. Okay, so earlier Tani said she was on 2 strips a day. Yeah, so she was on 60 milligrams. That was what I had guessed earlier. I think that's what she said on the video, if I can remember right. So, yeah, so she was on 60 milligrams a day and she started Sublocade. And Savon, how many shots did she take total? So, Callie, that's a great question. Callie says, I wonder if Brixadi will hurt as bad as the Sublocade shot. In my honest opinion, and this is just me guessing and going off of my bro theory, I don't think it'll hurt nearly as bad, Callie, because first of all, if you've seen the video that I put out, Buvidal versus Sublocade, the Buvidal shot is like a third the size of actual physical medication. So that alone should greatly help things not hurt as bad. So just something to think about, guys, that remember. And also the Brixadi shot can be put in your shoulder, in your butt. Like if you don't want it on your stomach, you can put it other places. And I'm really thinking that you're not going to be able to even see the lump, guys, from Brixadi. That's my guess. And so that will be a huge bonus, right, guys? Because I know, like Callie was talking about, people are like looking at it and they're like, what is that? And it sucks to have a freaking bump on your stomach like that. That's like abnormal looking, right, guys? So I understand what that feels like. And it can make a lot of people self-conscious to have a freaking, a bump under their skin right there in your stomach, especially if it's summertime and you're always out of the beach or something like that. So I think Brixadi is going to help a lot with that stuff. So we'll find out soon because I'm friends with like 5 different doctors that are addiction doctors, guys. So if anyone's gonna find out first, it's gonna be me, and I'll find out and let you guys know as soon as I get any feedback on Brixadi. I'm always looking for other people's stories, and I'm just always looking for information about this stuff. So you guys know as soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. I was using the funded insurance, so I had to do it the way they do it through a detox center in California. They had me go up on my dose for the Suboxone. So, yeah, so it sounds like maybe she used it maybe a few years ago when Sublocade was more, everything was by the book with Sublocade. I know these days a lot more doctors are willing to adjust things for where you're at in your Suboxone dose. Babies. And we're at 47 minutes, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to thank the sponsors of the week. As you guys see them scrolling across the bottom of the screen, these are the people who have contributed to this channel over the past 7 days. So I'm going to shout them out real quick. Babies. So as you see there, we have Kimmy B, and we have Mikey and KG Smith. Those three I want to send an extra super shout out to. They have been huge contributors of this channel lately, guys, and I really, really, really appreciate the three of you. You guys are all consistently showing huge love to this channel. So extra super shout out to Kimmy B, Mikey, and KG Smith. I appreciate y'all showing the love to your boy up in here. Thank you. As you can see, we also had Jerem1979 and Mama Deb and Justin Y. So I appreciate the, was it three of you? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I appreciate the 6 of you who have sponsored this channel over the past 7 days. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Y'all showing the love up in here, big time, baby. And then today, remember, guys, we've had 3 sponsors. We had Marky Rizzo, my boy, coming through early on the opening of the live stream. And we had Callie Love. Shout out to you, Callie. And we also had Mikey showing some love up in here once again today. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all showing the love. Remember that this channel will you'll almost hardly never see a commercial or an ad on this channel. Hopefully you shouldn't be because I'm not monetizing this live stream. And do you guys remember when I was monetizing the live stream? Kristen told me once, she's like, there is literally a commercial every 3 minutes on this video. So when I was putting out ads, there were a lot of commercials because I do these really long videos. So if y'all appreciate me not throwing commercials on here, you can thank the people who have sponsored this channel right there, scrolling across the bottom. Once again, thank y'all for showing the love up in here. I appreciate you guys. Babies. And all people who have contributed in the past as well. Y'all are awesome up in here. Thank you, guys. All right, before I start getting 5 hours behind in the comments, let me keep this baby scrolling. Oh, that reminds me. Let me go ahead and put on the screen. Where is it here? So if you value this channel and you would like to show your support and to help improve content, you can do so at the Venmo link or the Cashapp link that are on the screen now. Sorry, I always want to say on the channel now, but they're on the screen. If you're in a position and you enjoy this content, you can show your love right there, guys. Now let's get back to the comments. I know I'm behind, guys, on the comments. There's a lot of you guys in here today. You guys are going off, and I love that. So thank you guys for dropping the comments up in here. Babies. So I'm 30 minutes behind in the comments, guys. So if you're in the live comments wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's because I'm reading these older comments. So be patient with me, guys. Sometimes I bounce back and forth between the live comments and the older ones. And it looks like Kimmy B just jumped up in here. Good to see you, Kimmy. You just missed me. Give me a big shout out on the channel. I appreciate the love up in here lately, Kimmy. You've been huge contributor to this channel, and I'm glad to see you up in here. Glad you could make it up in here today. Hopefully you're having a great day over there, Kimmy. Baby. All right, get back to the comments here. Oh, Kimmy, I was needing your help just a minute ago. I was trying to find out how to do the slow motion thing, but I couldn't figure it out. As you can see, I'm a half an hour behind in the comments. All right, trying to scroll. I'm trying to scroll, guys. I'm trying to scroll. So Tani says, Sublocade saved my life. I love that. I love that, guys. I love hearing that stuff. Kimmy says, I'm all up in my feels tonight. Oh, you got some emotions going on over there, girl? You all right? Anything triggering those emotions, Kimmy? Let me type them directions out if you want them. Yeah, if you could, I would appreciate it. I've tried searching for it, but I couldn't. I know that I'm looking for that little pencil thing. Yeah, I can't find the little pencil thing. Once I could find the pencil thing, I could figure it out. If you could though, Kimmy, no worries. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I'm just scrolling through these comments right now. So Slim says, I'm so grateful to get off Suboxone. To hear that insomnia and all that jazz reminded me. Yes, for you people who have been able to get off of Bupe and you made it to the other side, be thankful for where you're at, guys, because there's a grundle of people up in here right now who would kill to be in your shoes, guys, and not have to go through the restless legs, the insomnia, all that crap, guys. So for you guys who have made it, who have tapered off, if you somehow, what's that saying they say about paying the devil or something? If you somehow were able to make it through without experiencing a hardcore withdrawal or having restless legs, then you got dang lucky. You probably tapered and did the long, slow taper the right way. And just be thankful as you guys are seeing the people that are struggling with that stuff right now. Keep that as a reminder, guys, of what you had to go through to get there. And you earned that freedom, guys. And we all know how hard it is to move on from Bupe, right? So I just wanted to talk about that for just a moment here. And we just had another awesome sponsorship, guys. Mama Deb coming through once again. I know she don't like me to fire up the jets, so I'll just drop the sponsor bomb up in here. Boom. She don't like the jets flying overhead. Shout out to Mama Deb for showing the love once again with a $20 Cash App. She says, I love this channel. We love you, Mama Deb. And we are happy that you're up in here with us on a Sunday night live stream, baby. Mama Deb is the longest sponsor of this channel. She's been sponsoring since day one, and I appreciate that love, Mama Deb. She's been a huge, huge contributor, guys. Shout out to you guys. If you guys haven't seen, Mama Deb has been on the channel to share what it was like for her going off of Suboxone. You can easily find that video. Just have to scroll back through my live videos. It was probably, I think she came on when she was like a month off. So that was probably like 3 months ago, right around there. She was on the channel. My babies. Shout out to you, Mama Deb. Thank you, thank you. And I hope you have a good Wednesday. I hope you have a good Wednesday. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying, girl. So let's see here. A girl is being held on $150,000 bond and 7 years in prison for crossing from Florida to Alabama. I think I heard about that, Meg. Was that the Kratom? Is it the Kratom stuff you're talking about? I think I heard about that. That is crazy, guys. Like, I hear people who have taken other people's lives who get less than that. I've seriously heard people who have taken a life of another human being and they've been out within less than 5 years. And somebody is getting 7 years for Kratom. I'm pretty sure that's what Meg's talking about, right? I mean, that's ridiculous if that's what she's talking about. I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about. Tara earlier says, Kevin, you've been sober for a while now. Do you ever reach out for support, or your recovery is pretty much on autopilot? Honestly, most of my most of my support comes from you guys and talking with you guys about this stuff. I do have a counselor that I see from time to time, but honestly, I get more. You guys have no idea how much you guys help me just being able to talk about this stuff with you guys and interact with you guys about what you guys are going through. It really does help me a lot, guys. I literally don't have cravings for opiates anymore. Those are gone. Those are definitely gone. Hopefully, knock on wood, that they don't come back. They might come back. I don't know, but they've been gone for a long time, guys. I definitely don't ever want to go through that hellish lifestyle again. And I wouldn't really say that I'm 100% sober, Tara. Obviously, I'm probably still on Bupe. I would definitely assume that I'm still on Bupe right now. So it's a controversial subject to say if somebody's sober, if they're on Bupe. You know, if I just wanted to mention that real quick, just for a moment, Tara. But I appreciate that comment, and I appreciate your awesome questions up in here as well. So we just had another sponsor bomb come through. Shout out to you, Sivan, showing the love once again, girl. I'm going to fire up the jet over here. She's about to drop a bomb, baby. Oh, shit. Here come the bomb. There she goes, dropping a bomb. Duck. Shout out to you, girl. Once again, showing the love. She dropped a $22 sponsorship on this channel, showing the love to the community right here. I appreciate that, Saban. You've been a long-time contributor as well, and I appreciate you coming up in here, letting us know what you're going through. And could you give us an update real quick on your Suboxone dose, Saban? Have you made any adjustments to that? I think last time I heard you were somewhere around 5 milligrams. Yeah, if I was you, Savon, I would try to get down to 3 if that's possible. But if not, 4 should be okay. So I know that Dr. Ken Starr really knows what he's doing with that stuff. But I'm just remembering what it was like when I made the transition. And you really shouldn't have a too hard of a time, I wouldn't think, because you still got a couple weeks, at least a couple weeks. So you should be able to easily get down to, somewhere around 3 or 4 milligrams, Savon. So shout out to you, dropping the love once again on here. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Baby, you are my baby. You guys are showing the love up in here today, guys. I really appreciate that. And we have 23 likes on this video. The likes are a little short today, but we still have 18 people in here hanging out. So if you just come in here, 20 people in here, I should say. We just had a couple more people hop in here. So drop some comments, drop some questions. I know I'm way behind in the comments, guys. Be patient with me, but please smash that like button as you stop in here. I appreciate that. So Deb says, this family is very loving and supporting. Yes, we are. And the key word there being family. I love that, Deb. I always like that little heart thing you always put. It's cute. I think she's the only one that I ever see do that. All right, how far am I behind? Now I'm 25 minutes behind, guys. So remember, if you hear me talking about some random stuff that we're not even on, just know that I'm trying to get caught up. So it was what Megan was talking about was Kratom. Yep. War on Kratom. So somebody got 7-year sentence for taking Kratom across state lines. That's freaking nuts, guys. That is bullshit, honestly. You guys know I'm always like giving the warnings and being careful with Kratom and try to shy people away from Kratom unless there's like a really rare circumstance. For the most part, I try to tell people not to take Kratom, but there are some circumstances where I think it can help people, right? But yeah, I definitely don't think that that's 7 years worth of somebody's life. That is absolutely horrible. Horrible that would even happen or could happen. That's bullshit. Mikey says, Kevin, nothing is helping. It's just throbbing, nagging, and pumping. Oh gosh, I'm staying here all live stream. I left Wednesday. The pain on the right shoulder is hell. Dude, did you already try Subutex today? It's still not working? I know that you've been saying you've been getting some relief from the pain, but dude, I mean, look at all that stuff Mikey's going through, guys. It's easy for us to feel down on what we're going through right now, or maybe you're like tapering and it's a little hard for you and you're having like an off day, but look at what Mikey's going through, guys. He's always fucking sitting there in pain, guys. So just be thankful that you don't have to sit there in pain like that, because I really, really do feel bad for you, Mikey. I really do, brother. I wish there was something I could do for your pain, my friend. I hate to know when you guys are out there struggling. It really sucks. That's a great comment. Danielle earlier says, considering how widespread the opioid epidemic is, I'm surprised how small this Suboxone and MAC community is. That's a great point. Yeah. I mean, considering, what was it, 100,000 plus people lost their lives from fentanyl addiction in 2021, and probably 150,000 by this year, right? So yeah, you'd think that there would be more people talking about this, but it seems like, it's all the freaking glitz and glamour stuff that everybody wants to talk about. It's almost like I wonder if there's just so many people out there that are so far gone that they feel like they're never going to find their way out. Like they're in just like a hopeless situation or something like that. Like, could you guys imagine being like homeless, addicted to fent, where you have to take it all day long like that? Oh my God. Like how you would feel like you could never get out of that. Oh, I freaking really feel bad for people that are in that position. So, okay, so here you go, Siobhan. Listen to this. So, Fox, you've probably already seen this earlier. Fox says, I felt over medicated on the 100 milligram shot coming from 4 milligrams. It seems like it's really individual. Some people going from the same dose on oral bupe to the same dose of shot even have different experiences. So, okay, so there's somebody who says it was too strong. So, if you take what Fox says and what I say and you combine that, then you probably want to be somewhere right in the middle, right, guys? Something like that is kind of how I try to get as many people's experiences as I can, and then I try to just mesh them all together when I'm talking to you guys about like doses and transitioning and stuff like that. Because remember that you are all my babies. Speaking of my babies, Kimmy B just sponsored the live stream with a $30 Whopper. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, baby, firing up the jet once again. Here we go, baby. Woo! Shit. Boom. Oh! I think my boobie just hit the mic. Shout out to you, Kimmy B. I appreciate the love. Once again, she is always hooking it up in here, guys. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, showing some monster love. Baby. Shout out to you, girl. I hope you're doing okay. I know I kind of heard a little bit about your mom's stuff. I know that that's probably stressful. Just keep hanging in there, girl. Keep hanging in there. I know that sucks to go through that crap. That reminds me, Kimmy, is your mom in recovery or no? Have you guys seen... I think I've recommended this guy's channel before. If not, if you guys haven't seen Timothy Ward, check out his YouTube channel. If you guys need some positivity in your life, I love this dude's channel. Like, seriously. I've never watched a video of his and felt... It's almost impossible to watch his videos and be in a worse mood, right, guys? If you're ever like needing some positive energy, go check out my man, Timothy Ward. He has an awesome channel. He's got a huge channel. I'm always up in there watching his live streams. It's a very positive atmosphere. And I'm actually going to have him on the channel sometime. He did agree to coming on here, and he was previously struggling with alcohol addiction. So I'm really looking forward to getting some more interviews on this channel. And he's a really large YouTuber as well. So that will be an honor to have him on here, and also to have more people talk about alcoholism on here as well, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people. So shout out to Tim if you ever somehow seen this. I doubt he would, but I remember Mama Cindy, after I recommended his channel, I seen her comment on his channel. She was like, Kevin from Kicking Addiction told me to come check out your channel or something like that. It was cool to see that. And then he remembered me when I was posting on his live stream. So really positive channel, guys. Awesome stuff. So it sounds like Mikey might have a surgery coming up or something, he says. Wow, guys, I'm super far behind in the comments. My apologies. I'm definitely going to try to scroll through faster here. I'm looking for comments that need my response. There's a lot of people just saying hi to each other and just kind of chit-chatting back and forth. So we've gone for an hour and 5 minutes. We have 22 people up in here on a Sunday night live stream. Baby, smash that like button. We've got 26 likes. The channel record is 51. I think we might be able to get there if we keep rolling long enough here, guys. Please smash that like. We can get that baby over 30 real quick here, real quick. There is way too much shame and stigma around mat treatment in this country. Yes, that's true, Danielle. Absolutely, I agree with you. There still is. I would say that it's gotten better, in my opinion, over the years. Back when I started Suboxone in 2017, I was so ashamed to go get my prescription. This freaking pharmacist literally shamed me for being on Suboxone. And I was like, all right. She was literally like talking shit to me for being on Suboxone. A freaking pharmacist, guys, in 2017. And I would not put up with that shit today. You know, I would not ever If you guys are getting crappy comments from your pharmacist when they're filling your bupe, absolutely don't tolerate that shit. You need to speak with their manager, because that is not flyable in today's world. It wasn't flyable back then, but I was so new in recovery that I didn't really dare to speak up for myself like I do now. Oh, KG earlier said Kimmy's at the lake. So she got some sunshine today, it sounds like. That's funny, KG, because sometimes my phone does that too. Whenever I try typing out Kimmy, it says Jimmy. It's like it like automatically switches. My phone does that too. I don't know why it does that. I don't think I know anybody named Jimmy, so I don't know why it would change to that. It's just constant, and I really need to work out more and drink lots of water. Yes. Yeah, like if it's like your joints and your elbows and your knees and stuff, if that's what you're having, Savon, yes, absolutely work out more and drink a lot of water, because remember, guys, if you're on bupe, this stuff will drain your body of water. So you really need to drink much more water than the average person would if you're on bupe, guys, especially higher doses. So if you can get in the habit of just carrying like a water jug around all day and just sipping on that, I mean, you don't need to be like a full-blown meathead and have a gallon of water everywhere you go. I always laugh when I see dudes doing that in the gym. But if you can get a decent-sized container with a good amount of water, just sip on that all day. Man, water tastes so good to me. Like, it literally tastes so good. The taste of water. I love the taste of water, guys. And it does never get old for me. I could always drink a lot of water. Zach says, glad I had a bit to jump in here with you awesome peeps, especially my taper twin, laugh out loud. Yeah, remember, guys, that if you're tapering Suboxone, or even if you're going down the Sublocade journey, you can find people here in this community who are exactly where you at or near where you at, and you guys can help bring each other through. It's up to you guys to contact each other off of YouTube. It's way too hard for me to like align everybody. So if you guys are looking for a taper twin, feel free to post in the comments, and then watch for somebody to respond to that in the future. And you guys can contact each other off of YouTube. My babies. Zach says, having my taper entangled, quote, with Deb at about the same level and pace was so helpful. Yes, 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 yes. I agree for sure. So many people feel like they're so alone when they're in the Suboxone lifestyle, especially like, when you're trying to taper and you're just like, you feel these weird feelings and you don't know what the hell's going on. You just feel off, and you're like, what the hell? There's no reason I should be feeling off. Everything's fine. Where's the problem? But it's like somewhere in your psyche, something feels off when you're tapering, right, guys? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a weird sensation that not many people in this life will ever experience, quite honestly. It's a weird experience. It's a very different experience. So I don't want to say the second word, big nuts. Big N says, getting my first 100 milligram shot on August 9th. I'm on 2 milligrams of subs right now. So there you go, Savon. There's somebody else who's going to be getting the 100 milligram shot right around the same time that you are. I feel like there's kind of a lot of people who are going to be nearly in the near future switching to Sublocade. So it sounds like there's a lot more people who are starting on the lower doses. Look at how many different people are starting on the 100 milligram shot, guys. So it really makes me happy to hear that the word is getting out there. You don't just have to do a copy and paste Sublocade experience. People are willing to go off label with this stuff. Many doctors are doing that, and that's awesome. It sucks that Sublocade didn't do these studies for us. It sucks that some of us have to be the rat tester and try these things and see if it works. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks to have to do that, especially with such an expensive medication. But there are many people out there whose doctors are doing this right now. And I can only imagine it's just going to keep getting more and more. Like I said, my buddy Kenny recently he took one shot, guys, he took total of 50 milligrams from his one shot. And that's all he's taken. And it's been over 2 months now. So we're going to find out exactly how that goes for him, and I'll let you guys know. That's the lowest I think I've heard. He took 25 milligrams the first day, and then 25 milligrams 2 days later. So just a total of 50 milligrams. Didn't finish her sessions because the shots, she didn't need it and she had no withdrawal. So Sivan was talking about her friend earlier. Oh, okay. So Sivan said she only had 2 shots. Wow. So did she have, I'm assuming she had 2 300 milligram shots. So 600 milligrams total, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. How long ago was that she took her last shot, Sivan? I don't think I remember you guys talking about that. You are all my babies. So Sivan said, my dad is one. Let's see. I didn't notice that one of the good things about being on Suboxone was I realized what really matters in my life and who my true friends are. And then she says, where'd it go? My dad is one, and he would be sad to hear that happen to you, Kevin. Did I miss something? I must have missed something there. Is your dad in here with us now, Sivan? I forgot what your dad's name was on the channel. He was up in here hanging out with us, I think, last Sunday. So Sivan says, if I'm at 5 milligrams, do you think I should do the 300? Oh, yeah, 5 milligrams is literally right there in the balance. Honestly, Sivan, what I would do, it sounds like, well, do you know if Dr. Kenstar is going to order the 300 milligram shot or the 100 milligram shot, Sivan? Because most people order the 300 milligram shot to start with, and then they can literally just adjust your dose to whatever you want. So if I was at 5 milligrams, I would probably take half of the 300 and just do like 150 milligrams. That's what I would do if I was at 5 milligrams. And when I was at 4 milligrams, I did take the 150 milligram shot. I thought it was like perfect. So somewhere right around there, I really don't think it's going to make a huge difference in the end, but somewhere around there. Wow, I'm so far behind. I'm still 30 minutes behind. Yeah, it's hard to catch up to you guys. Sivan, I'm just gonna post this comment on here. It's freaking funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. Look at the comment she posted. So she's responding to the guy that has the name Big N. I can't say the rest of it on here. But just seeing that comment, like, just something looks funny about it. Yes, I do want slow-mo mode, Kimmy. Yes, I do. Can you do that on your end, Kimmy, by chance? Just so I can get caught up, guys, because you guys are still getting away from me, and we're in an hour and 15 minutes already, and I'm a half hour behind, and I know it's annoying for you guys, so I need to slow the comments down a little bit. My babies. Okay, get to my dashboard, and then what, Kimmy? Getting the shot. Oh, Shauna's getting her first Sublocade shot tomorrow, baby. 300 milligrams tomorrow. No, I can't do it on your YouTube. Okay, so what do I do on the dashboard? So Shauna, shout out to you. I know it's kind of been a little bit of a process to get you to where you are, but congratulations on getting your shot. What dose of Suboxone are you on right now, Shauna? Look at how many of you guys are switching to Sublocade. I mean, damn, that's like 4 people just on this stream that we're hearing, guys. A lot of people are switching. On your YouTube. I'm going to get up to the 6 time slot. Sorry, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry. So Zach says lots of people getting Sublocade. Excited for you all. Yeah, guys, I want to make sure that I clarify too that I really hope that you guys have the insurance that's going to pay for Sublocade. Make sure that you guys talk to your insurance and everybody's on the same page, because you don't want to get some big ass bill after you find out that, you know, Sublocade wasn't covered by your insurance and your doctor ordered it anyway, or some weird situation like that. I don't think that could happen, but it could happen, right? You want to make sure that you speak with your medical insurance, find out if there's a copay, how much you're going to have to pay every month. Call these people, guys. A 5-10 minute phone call can save you a lot of drama down the line. Make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into with Sublocade. Not all insurances are going to just pay for everything 100% out of pocket, guys. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you speak with everybody and find out what your doctor says. Make sure that they're not going to be some extra fee or something they're charging. Deb says RLS sucks even when I taper to 1/10 of a milligram. Find the live now where your current stream is. Okay, so I've done that, Kimmy. Left side of the screen. Dashboard. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I need to mess with this real quick. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to put y'all on chill mode for a minute. How do I do that? I'll be back, guys. Keep the comments. Oh, baby, babies. All right. I'm back. Sorry for that brief moment there. Thank you, Kimmy, for your help. I figured that out. That should have worked. I slowed the chat down a little bit, guys. I put it to 45 seconds between comments. So that will help me catch up a little bit better. I'm currently 25 minutes behind the comments. Be patient with me, guys. I will get caught up. Hopefully that worked. If you guys who are not my moderators, if you can try to do, just type in one of you or two of you, just type in test and just see if it stops you from posting a comment immediately. It should make you wait like 45 seconds. Somebody can test that out. Please let me know if that worked. It's so hard to know, when it's going to be super busy like this. Because like Wednesday was super chill and I could respond to every comment. And then Sunday, it seems like Sundays have been busier lately than... Sundays have been busier. Oh yeah, it is slow. Okay, so it shows me the slow mode is on. Okay, perfect. All right. It worked. It tells it's on. Okay, I see that message too there. Okay, thank you, Kimmy, for your help. What would I do without you, Kimmy? Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to find it earlier and I was like, I can't find this anywhere. Sorry, guys. I'm not very computer savvy, tech savvy. All right. All right, back to the comments we go. I'm going to try to get caught up with y'all. I'm kind of scrolling a little bit faster here. So it sounds like Zach has had some back issues as well. And he's talking about doing some like standing, stretching stuff. Deb says, I think about all of you when I get that random thought. Oh, Marky Rizla back up in here. Good to see you back in here, Marky. So let's see. Mikey, my son does ice baths. How old is your son, Saban? Oh, wow. What? Wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, Kimmy told me earlier what to do. I don't think I'd seen that earlier. Is there anybody out there who was recently relapsed? I know I was talking with somebody recently about why there's so many people relapsing right now, and she said she thinks it could be because of the heat. And I was like, "Dang, dude, that's a good guess, right? Like the heat is so brutal right now in a lot of our country right now, and damn, it's like a lot of people could be isolated right now, me included, guys. Like I don't do really anything after like 10 o'clock. I'm in the house and I'm not going outside. It's too effing hot. I hate to be out there in that heat. So I think there could be a lot of people struggling psychologically right now with the heat and feeling isolated. They don't want to be out in this crap, right? So it sucks. You know, it's like there's never really you can't really ever find out exactly why people relapse, but it just seems like there's like a lot of people recently who have done so. I haven't seen Brandon hop on here. I was kind of hoping he would hop on here and give us an update on how he's doing. I hope he's all right. I know he recently relapsed on H. So yeah. So I know Luke hopped up in here for a little bit earlier. I, I guess he took off. I was wanting to ask him some more questions, but I think he had to roll out. Hopefully we can get an update on his channel. Yeah, so good question. Zach says, KG, how have you been doing and feeling now? Yeah, KG, give us an update on you. If anything has changed with your dose or if there's anything that's changed with your Butrans stuff, let us know, KG. I know you were like getting on a roll there and kind of hauling ass with your taper, so I'm really curious how you're doing. I think last I heard she was taking, was it 0.75 or less per day with her Butrans. So she was on a really low dose. Sonny S in the house. What up, Sonny? Good to see you, brother. Dang, y'all crazy that I do ice baths. Woof. I don't think I could do it. I got that song stuck in my head now, that song I was just playing. So we've got the likes, guys, up to 31. I wonder if we can get the channel record today. The channel record is 51 likes before the stream ended. So please, if you haven't yet done so, smash that like button. We've been going for an hour and 25 minutes. So if you enjoy us hanging out here on a Sunday night live stream, please smash that like, baby, or babies. So yes, Shauna says, wait, Kratom is illegal in Alabama? Yes, it is. That's what Megan was talking about earlier. Somebody got 7 years in prison for taking Kratom across the border. 7 years in prison for Kratom. Holy moly's. I recently learned about that as well through talking with Kenny. He told me that Kratom is illegal over there. He's like, literally, I'm down the street from the border. So that's just so crazy that just because you cross a freaking piece of road that it's suddenly illegal. Like, what does that change? We have a weird world here, guys. We have a weird world. Did anybody else get a lift session in today? Fitness session? Anybody go out, do some cardio anywhere in the mountains? Spiritual Seeking says, does it help withdrawal off sub? So we're not sure what you're speaking about, Spiritual. We need more information what you're talking about, my friend. $6.05. Wow, I'm like not pulling on you guys in the comments. So Savon's at 4.75 milligrams. Okay, so yeah. Babies. Leo says 6 months clean here, not bragging, just saying. Good to see you. Thank you for sharing that with us, and congratulations on 6 months. You can definitely brag about that up in here, my friend. Just for just a moment, we'll let you brag about that. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Spiritual Seeking says, I'm down to 4 milligrams, but it is so rough. What's so rough about it, Spiritual Seeking? If you're still in here. I'm assuming you're tapering. Are you tapering too fast, maybe? Do any of you have a hard time socializing on Suboxone or time management? Honestly, for me, thinking back on my Suboxone history, for me it was harder like when my dose was low. You know what I mean? Like if I was like borderline withdrawal. I remember specifically one time I was really trying to push myself on the taper, and I was sitting in the gym parking lot, and I was like, there's no way I can go in here unless I take something first. So for me, it was like, it really kind of depended on, I think a lot of it has to do with your personality type. If you're like, if you're a extrovert or an introvert, it can help you or hurt you in some ways, I think. Brag away, bro. Fox says, I got to run. I wish I could stay longer. I'll be on Wednesday. All right, Fox, have a good night, my friend. You're probably already gone, but we'll see you Wednesday, my friend. You guys are going off in the comments. So Kimmy says, no, Kevin, she's never had an addiction other than smoking. Okay, so that's nice. That's real nice. She didn't get that gene. Do you guys believe that addiction runs in genes like that? Mikey says, my mom always told me the same thing, Kevin. She always told me, I wish she took my mental health and pain away, but all I do is pray. Did you say that your mom passed away, Mikey? I'm trying to remember. I thought you said that you lost one of your parents, because I was talking about my dad. Shauna says it just it just makes me want to sleep all day. I'm assuming you're talking about Suboxone, Shauna, right? If your Suboxone, I think she's maybe talking about the heat. Sorry guys, this is where it screws things up when I'm so far behind. If you're talking about the heat that makes you want to sleep all day, I could definitely relate to that. If your Suboxone's making you want to sleep all day, then it's probably because your dose is way too high. Just a quick side note, guys, I wanted to mention as I'm reading through your comments here. So, Savant said, Tony's mom, the one who spoke on my channel, she's actually out here from Washington right now. Her mom passed away almost a year ago on August 3rd from fentanyl overdose. Shit. Dang, guys, that fentanyl is taking a lot of people out. A lot of people that are close to this channel, we've heard a lot of their people have been taken out from fentanyl, guys. Please get some help, guys. This stuff is life and death stuff, guys. And it seems like it just keeps getting stronger. Imagine, like, think back on the last 10 years, how much stronger the street drugs have gotten, guys. Imagine in another 10 years what it's going to be like. You know damn well it's just going to keep getting worse and stronger and more crazier things. I think FMD made a post sharing about, they did a test about what was found in certain street drugs. Like they did drug tests on them, and there was like heroin, meth, ecstasy, like all in one pill, guys, like 10 different drugs, cocaine in these fentanyl pills, like absolutely bonkers, the stuff that they're just pouring into these little capsules. Here you go, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Like, just, you could tell why it's so addicting. Look at all the stuff they're putting in that. It's just nuts. Freaking scary. Oh, what I was going to say though. So if you guys didn't know, so Savant, that's Savant who's on the screen right now. Aviv Love. That's Savant. She has a recent YouTube channel that she just started, and she's going to hopefully document her experience with Sublocade, and hopefully she can make some videos about Suboxone. So you can find her, go check out her channel, show her some love. You can see her name on the screen. All you have to do is click on her name and it should bring you right to her channel, or you can type it in, Aviv Love, as you guys see on the channel. Also, we have Kimmy B. Kimmy B has her YouTube channel as well. So you guys can find her channel, and she documented her Suboxone withdrawal. So please go check out her channel. She has some informative information on there. You can find her right there. Her name is right there on the screen. Kimmy BBB. Yeah, baby, but without the baby. So go check out their channels. I think Kimmy's got like 100 and something subscribers now. And Zach also has a channel. Here's Zach's name right there. I know Zach doesn't really ever like to when I promote his channel, but I'm going to do it anyway because he has some great information on there. If you guys want to see what Zach went through when he tapered down to a speckle of a speckle of a speckle of a speckle of a milligram, you guys go watch Zach's video when he was measuring speckles of Suboxone on a diamond scale. That's the craziest video I think I've ever seen with Suboxone tapering. Go check out that channel. Go check out those channels. Those are my people right there. I appreciate you guys who have been hanging out up in here. I appreciate you guys who have sponsored this community as well. Thank you guys. And you guys know I've probably made a lot of people start their own YouTube channels. We had a few people, guys, honestly. Like, I don't want to take too much credit for that, but there have been channels who have been started from me kind of making them doing it in a way. Not, I obviously can't make nobody do it, but I'm like, you need to make a channel. And you guys have seen people in the past. I don't want to bring up their names right now in this moment, but there have been a lot of channels who have been started from this channel and this community. They've got value from this community, and so I told them to start a channel. It will help them as well on their own journey. So awesome to see. I love when you guys start your own channel. I will come subscribe to you, and I will watch your videos as often as I can. And yes, I am 30 minutes behind in the comments. GM, what's up, GM? Says, I love the new setup, my man. The sound is great. Yes, it is, guys. That reminds me of the sponsors you see on the bottom there. Thanks to the sponsors, I've been able to make upgrades to this channel and make this a better listening and viewing experience for those who are watching and listening. I appreciate you recognizing that, GM. I have put a lot of energy and effort into that, and I have been able to make a lot of upgrades to this channel thanks to the people who have sponsored this community. Thank you guys once again, and thank you for noticing that. Do you guys remember the computer I had that you would always hear freaking winding up in your ear? I was able to upgrade the computer, the audio, the video. Like, things are moving in the right direction here. and babies. Yes, that's the name right there. That's my buddy I was recommending earlier, guys. If you guys need a uplifting channel, like a positivity channel, somebody who's been through alcoholism before, that name on the channel on the screen right now, Timothy Ward. You will find a lot of value in that channel as far as positivity and positive thinking and stuff like that, guys. And make sure that you tell Timothy Ward that Kicking Addiction / Kevin sent you. Post a comment and let him know that we shouted him out over here on the live stream. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome if somebody could do that. If you guys go check out his channel and let him know that we sent him over there and we've been talking about him. And also let him know that we're excited to have him on the channel when we do. I need to reach out to him, but I don't have social media, so I need to like get some social media set up to reach out to him, but I just don't have any other social media right now. Marky says, where's Sonny at? He's up in here now. I know that was a 30-minute ago conversation you said. 30-minute ago comment. So Mikey says, my cousin pissed me off 5 days ago. He said, it's all in your head. I blocked him for good. Negative people can screw themselves. I had enough. Yeah, guys, if you have a family member or a friend who is always bringing you down in life and they're always negative and talking crap to you, and they just make it uncomfortable to be around them and you're always on edge around them, chances are you probably can set them back in your life. You know, I'm not saying block everybody in your phone, but I'm saying if somebody has always been a source of negativity in your life, then remove them from your life because you don't have to put up with that shit. Babies. Give me just a second here, guys. People are funny. So Mikey says, great video, Siobhan. I watched your video. Kimmy's content is awesome as well. All right, where am I at? 620. So I'm 34. All right, I'm slowly gaining on you guys. Slowly gaining in the comments. I'm still 25 minutes behind. I wonder if I could have one of my mods like star certain comments that I need to respond to, like on busy days or something like that. There's got to be a way to figure that out. My babies. Let's see. Okay, so Savant said her friend took 600 milligrams total over the 2 shots, and she's been off for 5 years. So that's awesome. So she took 2 shots of 300 milligram Sublocade. She said she had no withdrawals. It's so weird how it's so hit and miss with that, guys, right? It's so weird how it's so hit and miss with that. Scrolling. US 2004 says, how long did it take to get approved for Sublocade? It seems like most people, I would just say like an estimation, kind of just a general guess would be probably from the day you decide you probably want to do Sublocade, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 weeks before you actually get it. You need to call the doctor, make sure they prescribe it, or do sublocade.com and do the search, find the closest doctor to you. Make sure you guys check the doctor's reviews. Reviews are important on Google. You don't want to get a turd doctor. Get the best doctor with the best ratings if you can. Ratings are important, guys. And then they have to get the ball rolling with your insurance, and they have to call a specialty pharmacy, and they have to deliver it to your doctor's office, and then they have to keep it there. So usually I would say on average, probably 3 to 4 weeks from the time you start to get the ball rolling. And then sometimes you have to adjust your dose of Suboxone before they'll get you on Sublocade. There might be some circumstances where you could get it maybe the same week somehow. Like they could be on it. They could call the specialty insurance right away. Like I would say at the earliest, it would probably take at least a week to get Sublocade, but more likely probably 3 or 4 weeks. It is a little bit of a process to get it going, guys, but once it's going, it's usually pretty smooth sailing from there. Summer is weird about Relapse. It's like a party season. All right, I'm starting to make some progress here in the comments, guys. I know I've had to skip some, so I'm sorry if I skipped over you. Okay, so KG, here's her update. It says, I'm all good with the Butrans. I'm at 0.62 milligrams of subs. Yay! So that's a low dose. You're getting down there, KG. Killing it. Killing it. She was recently taking 1.5 milligrams. I know that she was tapered down to that. And then, so once she got on Butrans, it's been able to help her push forward and lower her oral doses. So that's awesome. Awesome stuff. Keep us updated on the blood pressure stuff, KG. I don't think, but I could be wrong, right? So just keep an eye out, keep testing your blood pressure, get a notebook or something and keep track of the days, and maybe keep track of your diet too, because sometimes things in your diet can really throw stuff off. If there's any other medications involved, possibly that could throw things off. But I wouldn't, from what you said earlier, KG, I wouldn't think that that's what's causing that, but that's just what I'm saying. Somebody else might say something different. What does Dr. Park say? Have you talked to him about it? So skipping forward real quick to the live comment. Tara says, Kevin, did you say you're going to have a recovering alcoholic on? If so, when? So yes, that's the guy I was recommending you guys check out his channel, Timothy Ward. So he used to be an alcoholic and now he's not. And so I really wanted to have him on the channel because I like his vibes, his energy, and he's always just so optimistic about everything. And that's to talk to somebody about that, especially when it comes to recovery. It's good to have that positive energy in the air, right, guys? So I definitely want to have him on here and interview him and find out about his addiction history and what worked for him as far as moving on. So hopefully I can arrange that in the near future. Savon, your kid is 18. Are you serious? You look so young to have an 18-year-old. That's mind blowing. I didn't even know you had a kid. So you just have one son then, Savon? Is that it, what you were saying earlier? My mom had me when she was 16, guys. Oh, could you imagine how hard that would be? Wow. Man, my mom really went through some struggles, guys. Like watching her as like a single mom for so long, growing up with me and my brother. I can imagine how hard it would be these days to be and like going through what my mom went through back in the day. She was always working, always working. Scrolling. Notice how so many have also beat subs recently. I hope Sublocade just adds more to the list. Yeah, guys, there have been a lot of you guys who have made it. Yeah, you're right, Zach. You're right. Do you guys remember, for you old schoolers who have been around this YouTube recovery type channels for a while, do you guys remember how rare it was back in the day to hear somebody coming off and moving on from Suboxone? It was really rare to find that back in the day. And now we're seeing a lot more people are finding that. So that's awesome. Even when I had Dr. B on the channel, he said only 10% of people make it past Suboxone. Damn, dude. Like when I heard that number, I was like, ugh, damn it. I mean, it sucks in a way, right? That part that he said though at the end, he was like, if you need a cane, you need a cane, right? Like he had some really good responses to my questions that I just made up off the cuff. So Eric, what's up? Eric says, Kevin, have you tried Molly or GHB back in the day? No, I haven't tried either of those, my friend. No, I have not. I've tried X. Maybe, I mean, is that the same thing? Maybe I have, if that's what X is. I've tried ecstasy like 3 times in my life. It was too crazy for me. So I couldn't handle the come down from that. It was way too much of a come down for me. I was like, this is unsustainable. It literally took like 2 days to feel halfway normal after the night of fun, right? It just wasn't worth it. But it was an interesting experience for sure. Like that dopamine, extreme dopamine is like, wow, dude. But then it's like your dopamine's all gone. You can't have any more. It's like ecstasy for me. It took every happy, positive possibility in my body and it gave it all to me within like 4 hours. And then it was like, okay, no more for you. Now you're screwed. I don't laugh because I laugh, but it's not really that funny. It sucks. It sucked to come off of that. All right, I am slowly pulling on you guys now in the comments. I'm like 20 minutes behind, but I'm coming up. We are at 1 hour and 50 minutes. We're at 32 likes. I think that like must be broken because that thing hasn't moved for a while. Has anybody smashed that like button recently? If not, could you please do so? We've got 22 people in here hanging out. There we go. I just seen it move. Somebody hit it. 32 likes, guys. I think that's what it was. Or did it go up? Definitely got to get that like baby rolling. I know we can get that over 35, guys. We could do it. Put your back into it. You guys remember that song? I did a dance class this AM. Awesome. I bet that freaking feels good to do that. Get them hormones flowing. See. Wait, what did Kimmy say? Let me scroll back up here. I don't think Kimmy was talking about her Suboxone. Unless I missed something. Yeah, Eric, I don't know why you brought that up with Kimmy and Suboxone. I don't think she's even talking about that. Unless I missed something. Sonny S says, I gotta go. Have a good night. Good to see you in here, Sonny. Have a good dinner, my friend. Have a good dinner. Here we go. KG's got another question. She says, next question. How did you guys store your sub when you cut them up? Like the strips. Do you need it to stay in the foil package? So yes, I always did. KG, let me think. Let me read your question again here. So yeah, I would definitely, if you guys are tapering the strips, I would definitely try to keep them in the tin foil strips or whatever that shit is. Try to keep them in there. And then what I would always do is I would like fold it up and I would put it in my wallet, right? Or put it under a book or something to keep the air out of it. Try to keep it, flat and airtight if possible. Because what will happen if you just have it like chilling is it can dry out and it will get all crispy and hard and crunchy. And then I don't think it'll work nearly as good if it's like all hard and crispy. Hopefully that answers your question, KG. Yeah, but yeah, if you're on the strips and you have the foil package, I would definitely try to keep them in the foil package and keep them flattened out if possible. I just folded it in half and, like I said, put it in my wallet or under a book or under a cup or whatever you need, wherever you need to put it. Obviously, with the tablets, it's not going to matter. But the tablets, you got them all, crumple. You got them like breaking apart and stuff. Kimmy says, I recorded a video about why I personally don't want to get back on subs. Oh, so this is what Eric must have been talking about. But I'm afraid it'll piss people off. Post it. No, you don't worry about that, Kimmy. Remember, guys, that we can't please everybody and not, some people might get pissed off, but if they get pissed off, then they don't understand you, Kimmy, and where you're at, right? And so if they get pissed off, then they're not for your channel. And don't ever take anybody like being rude to you in your comments or disrespectful. Obviously, I don't think that you would let anybody do that, Kimmy, but I'm just saying, if people support you, then great. If they don't support you, they can still not support you and be respectful. But if somebody's gonna make like a rude ass comment, that's not going to work. So I would just, if you have any detractors, I guess you could call them, then I would just get rid of them, because it's not worth having that negativity, especially where we're already in a vulnerable position talking about this crap on the internet. Like it's already us putting ourselves way out there more than 99.9% of people would dare to do, right? So definitely don't let anybody, don't feel like you're going to piss anybody off. I would just say what you want to say, Kimmy. Just remember that everybody's, because sometimes I'll hear people say things like, they don't understand me, or this is different, or that's different. At the end of the day, it is different for all of us. We're all different. So one person might get pissed off about one thing, and one person might love, something that they're saying. So it's just going to be different, and not everybody's going to be the same, and not everybody might not support everything you say, and that's okay. I know that there's many people on this channel that watch me when I talk about Kratom. It probably pisses them off because maybe they're a supporter of Kratom, right? Or maybe it saved their life or whatever, or, talking about Suboxone. Sometimes like it might piss people off what I say, but it's okay, guys. Like, I'm just sharing what I've gone through, and I'm sharing what I think is going to help people. If it doesn't work, if something about my content triggers somebody and makes you feel bad or something, then you don't have to watch. That's okay. It's okay. So I always tell people, guys, I'm sure there could be some things that I do or say on this channel that have triggered some people. And I remember one time somebody said, I need to take a break from this channel. And so I always kind of bring that up, not always bring that up, but sometimes I'll bring that up if something is not going right and you feel some sort of connection to this channel, then please don't watch. I would hate to make somebody feel bad or make them go in the wrong direction with their recovery, right, guys? So everybody's not going to be always 100% supportive, and that's okay. As long as it's respectful, that's really all that matters. And we just had another sponsorship coming through. KG Smith, baby, firing up the pilot once again. Let me fire that baby up. Ooh. There she goes. There goes the bomb. Oh, shit. Duck. Shout out to you, KG Smith, or Carol, I'll say. I usually don't say your name on here, but shout out to you, Carol. I appreciate the consistent sponsorships of this channel. Shout out to you for the $25 Cash App, baby. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. And also sharing your Butrans experience. I love that we have more people talking about Butrans. I want more people to get experience with Butrans. And I really look forward to hearing how this all works out for you. Please let us know, KG, on your blood pressure stuff. Let us know. I'm not sure if you heard what I said earlier, but I asked if you've spoken with Dr. Chris Park about that. So she's seeing Dr. Chris Park. Shout out to him. And yes, thank you, thank you. Sorry, Kimmy's name's still up on the screen. Thank you, thank you, KG Smith, for showing the love once again. I appreciate the love, girl. Thank you, baby. I know when you're part of the Matt community, sometimes people think you're bashing Matt. Yes, 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 and yes. I know exactly what you mean, Kimmy. And I know that, I mean, I've made videos totally hating on Suboxone. Like one of my first videos was something like 50 cons of using Suboxone. And at that time in my life, I had to get to a place where I hated Suboxone. Even though I will always say that Suboxone saved my life, I could never deny that it likely saved my life, like actually saved my life. Even though I will always say that, when tapering or trying to get off of something that you have an unhealthy relationship, it can be useful to build up a hate towards it. If nothing else is working, what do you have to lose, right? So that's kind of how I was looking at it at that point. Is sometimes it's goofy to go back and look at old ass videos like that and things that I was saying and doing back then. It's kind of silly sometimes to do that, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, I know what you mean, Kimmy. Like it's too hard to please everybody who's listening. And at the end of the day, really all you can do is say what's on your mind. And if people resonate with your message, then they resonate with it. And if not, then they can just cruise on out. That's all right. I'm sure there's been many of times where it sounded like I was bashing Suboxone or MAT treatment or something like that. And like I said, guys, we're all just in different areas of our recovery, and sometimes you have to kind of sound like you're being negative against something, even if it saved your life, right? So it's just too hard to say everything. I don't know. You guys know what I mean, though, right? Like it can get really confusing talking about this stuff and the way we talk about things and where you're at and who's there and who's here. It's way too hard to like please everybody when talking about this stuff. At the end of the day, we're all here for the greater good, right? And so I think as long as we all keep that in mind, then we can all move forward together. Savant says, Kimmy, I get that feeling. I've recorded like 10 videos and nervous to post. Yeah, it's scary at first, guys. When you're just new into making videos, it can get scary, especially talking about this stuff. So I understand what that feels like, and I trust me, I've been there. And even sometimes still, guys, when I'll fire up the live stream, sometimes I'm still nervous before getting on here live, because you'll find out if you guys ever do a live stream, it's a different level when you're doing it live. It gets way more nerve-wracking if you do a live video and you're like, you have to respond to everybody's comments, and you have to be careful what you say and think about everything and make sure everything's going smoothly, and trying not to get 4 hours behind the comments like I do. Like there's just a lot of things going on. So I'm excited to see when you guys start doing live streams, how that goes for y'all. I'll be there watching. Hopefully I can try to watch your guys' videos as much as often. But yeah, the nervousness when you start making your first videos, I swear everybody's super nervous at first, making a video, especially about this stuff. So Kimmy says, honestly, I'm not one to get too shits about who I offend, but I love this community. Yeah, no, you're good, Kimmy. I would just do what you do, girl. People will understand that, that at the end of the day, you mean well. That's really the end goal, I think, when making channels like this. As long as you're not being rude to people, like directly calling people out, and you're like, you're a piece of shit, whoever you are for doing this, or you're on too high of a dose. Like, I think as long as you don't really take things there, it's almost really kind of hard to, I don't know. I don't want to speak too much about that, but you guys know what I'm trying to say there. So Eric says it's better to not tell 99% of your family you're on MAB because they don't get addiction. I wouldn't take it personally. Yeah, that's an interesting comment, Eric. That's a very interesting comment. Yeah, quite a bit of my family actually knows about my history. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of them didn't know for a long time, but yeah, that's a tricky one. Do you guys all tell your family about Suboxone and counseling and stuff, or no? KG says, Eric, my husband is the only family that knows. I wouldn't dare tell any of my goody two shoe fam. So you wouldn't dare to tell them, KG, because you feel like they would judge you, or like why wouldn't you dare to tell them? Yeah, I always the people who are just super open and they're just like, I don't give a shit. I'm on this. Like that's really admirable to those people who can be like that. Because I'm like KG. Like a lot of you kind of afraid that people are gonna judge you, right? And for a large part, that's probably why I haven't really shared my channel with a lot of people, as far as like people I know in my real life. There's been a couple of people. Let's see, I'm trying to think who I had on here so far. I've shared it with a few people, really, only a select few that I really trust, I guess. And I feel like they really wouldn't judge me. So I understand what you mean by that, KG. If they've struggled with addiction, then more likely they can relate to you. But yeah, if like KG said, if they're 100% sober, they're probably not going to definitely understand what you're going through at all. And they're not going to understand you when you talk about this stuff. That's for sure. Scrolling, guys. I'm scrolling past some comments. I'm trying to get caught up with y'all. I'm trying to get caught up. Kimmy says subs make me stagnant. I could definitely relate to that. Yes, it can be a blessing and it can also be a reverse blessing. It just depends on where you're at in your recovery is a big part of it. It's kind of almost like the people that are on bupe are almost in a little bit in like like a different reality in a weird way, right, guys? Like they're just the things that they experience and their emotions are usually a bit different than people who aren't on bupe. Mikey says, Kevin, football season is starting, brother. Geno Smith and your Seahawks. He did a 3 year in extension. My Bears did a lot move with the team president. Yeah, I haven't seen much about the Bears at all. I haven't really heard much about them at all, but I definitely know the Seahawks have been making moves, and it should be a really good year for the Seahawks. I hope, and I'm so excited for that. Really excited for this year. Tara says, I love that Timothy Ward has transitioned to not identifying as someone with a problem anymore. Yes, looking forward to hearing all about that. I want to move in that direction too. Yes, in fact, yeah, he recently did a live stream talking about that. And I made a comment on there. I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yes, you definitely get what I'm talking about here." It was funny the way he responded to it. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you've struggled with addiction, whether it's anything, even I've never struggled with alcoholism, but I can still relate to him a lot, just as somebody who's struggled with addiction in their life. And if you're struggling with positivity, that he can definitely his channel can cheer you up for sure. And he's got a lot of like different like life experience. Honestly, he's had a lot of different life experience. It's really cool to hear about. He's like always going on hikes and shit in like random wilderness areas. It's pretty cool to see. All right, I'm trying to scroll up and catch up. I'm like 17 minutes behind you guys right now. So Siobhan says, yeah, he's 18, just one boy. I'm a single mom since I was 19 years old. So has that been hard to like date here and there? Have you dated much, Siobhan, since I would assume that you've dated, right? How's dating been? How is that? Like I always wonder if people like what they think about like in your position, what you think, like how you think about dating. Has it been like totally normal? Has it been different at all, or what? I was confused too. Marky says, I'm doing laundry. I need to fire the maid. Yo ass is out. We've got still have 20 people in here. We've got 34 likes, guys. I know the likes have really slowed down there. If you can please smash that like button. I'm sorry for bugging and asking about it, guys, but it helps other people find the channel. So please, if you haven't yet done so, please smash the like. Drop a question if you have one. I like the questions, guys. Drop a comment and let us know what's up with you guys, what you guys are going through. If you have a change that's coming up soon, or if you recently went through withdrawal, or how long you've been on Suboxone or off Suboxone. I'd like to hear it, guys. If you're in here ghost listening, please step up and drop a comment if you could. Don't be that person in the back of the room that's just creeping. Creeping. I was creeping. Creeping. Was that Eric Church? That's a good song right there. I seen him in the concert, actually. I'm a country boy. Let's see. I met Dr. Kipper. He's a doctor for, I guess, a lot of celebrities. It's my first time hearing of him, but he's a friend of my uncle's, and I guess he got Johnny Depp clean. That's cool. What, just met him out there in Cali or what? I got a little snippy in the video because I had a few reach out and tell me my stubbornness would cause me to relapse. Did you post the video already, Kimmy? I haven't seen it yet. The way you were making it sound, that was like you didn't post it yet. But it sounds like maybe you did. Get to see the sassy side of Kimmy. I had the privilege. Well, there we go. I had the privilege to go to his house and actually talk about getting off Suboxone because he heard how bad I was struggling. But honestly, he didn't even know much about Sublocade. Oh, you're like, bruh. And I understand that. You know, there are a lot of doctors out there that they haven't even given Sublocade yet. It's like, dang, dude. I'm not saying like Sublocade's the 100% cure all, but there's a lot of people, even if it's something that they switch, right? And you don't need to rush off of it, and you can stay on it and just go in once a month for a 5-minute shot, or once every 2 months. There's a lot of freedom to be had in that, guys. Even if the goal is not to get off, but to still have that coverage and know that your receptors are being protected, basically. Yes, you can still relapse and go take fent, and hopefully you don't take yourself out. But like, why would you do that? Like, what's the point? Okay, I'm getting closer, guys. I'm getting closer. Yeah, Kimmy, there will be a lot of situations like that. If you guys are making videos, there's going to be a lot of times that there's going to be people who are like trying to reach out and call you, and they're pissed because you can't be their best friend and text them all day long. And they're just like 100 different scenarios like that will come up, Kimmy. So just a heads up on that. And there is one other content creator out there that openly gives her contact information to everybody, and I would probably suggest not to do that for whatever reason, just because it can really get overwhelming. Just especially because of the videos staying there forever. Like at any point in time, people can just reach out to you like that, right? And remember that we have our normal day-to-day stuff that we have to do. So it can be very easy to get swept away in YouTube comments and responses and stuff like that. So just be careful with that. Don't let, if it's not helping you in your recovery, I would say maybe hold off on making more videos. But only you know that, Kimmy. If it's something that's really annoying you, then maybe hang out and just chill for a little bit. But if you get more positive than negative from posting videos on YouTube, and this goes to anybody, then that's awesome. But if not, then that's okay too. You only will know if you try, right? Savon says my family doesn't want me making videos. I'm not saying Matt doesn't save lives, but it also made mine no fun to live. And yeah, a lot of people can relate to that, Kimmy, for sure. I definitely can relate to what you just said. Stubbornness. Let's see. How far? I'm only 16 minutes behind, guys. I'm slowly getting caught up. When Dr. Park mentioned my blood pressure, I shut him down by saying it's just because I'm at the doc. I since checked at work and had a few high blood pressures here and there. I'll keep record and talk with him next visit. Yes, that's exactly what I would do, KG, for sure. And it could be that, right? I have had that happen before in the past too, where I was just like really nervous, or maybe you took caffeine earlier that day or before going in. That can definitely spike your blood pressure. Or you were nervous about what was going on with your recovery. So it could definitely be something like that, making your blood pressure go higher. So yeah, just keep checking it at home when you're chilling. You know how to do that stuff, KG, obviously. So just keep record of it and just see if it's something that's consistent or not. Maybe bring the record of your tests into Doc Park and see what he says about it. He might want to do like a CBC test or something just to run your blood just to make sure everything's okay. Then some days I just want to throw in the towel and use. No! But the good days are much more frequent than the bad. I mean, look at you getting out there doing all this stuff recently, Kimmy. So that's got to feel good, right? I don't think you probably wouldn't be doing all the stuff that you're out there doing right now if you were to do the deed, we'll say. I keep wanting to do a live, but I don't know when, and I know I won't know what to say when no one is chatting. Yeah, that's the great randomness about doing a live stream, especially as a new YouTuber, right? I remember seeing Dr. Chris Park do his one and only live stream, and there was like 2 people there, and they weren't saying anything. He was like, "Okay, well, you guys have a good day." Yeah, it's definitely something that if you're a newbie in the YouTube and you're making videos and you want to start doing live streams, you definitely need to let people know in advance for sure, because, and also check your, what's it called? Analytics. It should get the YouTube Studio app, check your analytics, and it will tell you when most of your subscribers are online. So you would want to base it hopefully around that, like the day and the time that most of your subscribers are online. That'll give you the best chance of having somebody keep you from sitting there on dead air. But I mean, if that happens, then you can always just delete the video, right? And you could delete the video anyways. You know, you might just want to go on live just to kind of test it out and see how it works, and just delete it after you're done. If you didn't like the way it went, just hit that delete button. It's all good. But I mean, I've seen like Matt's channel. He's only got, I think he's up to like 300 subscribers now, and he usually has a decent amount of people hop on. Like FMD's channel, he's got like 700 or 800 subscribers. He's always got a bunch of people on there. So, I mean, yeah, it shouldn't take long to build up a little group of fun people that will go on there and chat with you. And it's not like you have to be all freaking professional and shit about it. Like, it's especially where you're just starting out on YouTube. If you have an idea of like what you want to talk about before, and if you're really nervous, you can write down some, you know, some talking points to kind of guide you through. That's usually what I would do. Like, if I'm going to prepare for a guest, I'll try to have some questions written out for them. That will definitely help. And then have like a backup plan of something else you could talk about if it gets too quiet. Mama Cindy in the house says thumbs up and shared. Good to see you, Mama Cindy. Hope you're doing well with everything in life. Good to see you, Mama Cindy. Only a few people in my family that know I'm in recovery. Maybe more know than I'm aware of because, you know, people talk. I haven't told my real dad yet. Not sure why. Cindy, wasn't there something that recently that happened? If you can post it on here, I'm trying to remember. I haven't been the best at responding to comments on the replay crew. So if there was something recently that happened, Cindy, if you want to talk about it here on the live, please do so. But thank you for sharing and liking the video, Mom Cindy. I appreciate that. You always do. Always do. Thank you. Speaking of the likes, we are up to 35 likes. We're probably not going to get the record tonight, but we might get up to 40, guys. If you haven't yet smashed the like button, you're just hopping in here, please do so. Please do so. I'm at 14 minutes behind in the comments, guys. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm trying to get caught up here. So Kimmy says she's going to see Matt Rife in 2 days. I'm so excited. I don't know who that is, Kimmy. Is it a comedian? Sounds like it's a comedian for how she's talking about. It sounds familiar, but I can't picture who that is. He's an insanely gorgeous comedian. Well, that sure helps, right? That'll make it a little bit better of a time. So let's see. Cindy says, I detoxed off of 24 milligrams in March 21st. Damn. Yeah, I don't know why I always thought it was 16, but 24 milligrams. Cindy did a cold turkey detox, Suboxone. Whew. Do you guys ever remember hearing her talk about that? Damn, I couldn't imagine that, guys. Could you imagine jumping off cold turkeys at that dose? I'm so excited for fall to get here. Marky says, I'm starting a strict carnivore diet August 1st, so I'm going to be completely ripped for my 44th birthday. Yeah, get it, man, get it. Don't forget those progress pictures so you can track your progress. Oh, so Kimmy says, I didn't post it, but people reached out after my struggling video and told me my stubbornness to get back on subs would make me relapse. So you had more than one people say that? More than one person say that? Like, wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding you, Kimmy. Like they're saying if you don't get back on subs, you'll relapse. Is that what you're saying? And just keep in mind too, Kimmy, that so she says 3 people. So is that what I just said? Is that what you were saying? Like basically is going on? Yes. Okay. So keep in mind too, Kimmy, that there might be a lot of people watching you that are still on Suboxone, and you know how that goes, right? Sometimes people, I mean, hopefully everybody means well, but I mean, I get it. I mean, I can kind of see why some people would say that if you're really struggling and you're kind of walking that line, at least for you, Kimmy, like worst case scenario doesn't look like it does for a lot of people, right? Thankfully you never went that far into it. So at least that's the best thing about, just thinking worst case scenario, heaven forbid, knock on wood that never happened. Sometimes people who are on bupe, they don't, not like they don't want you to get on from it, but it's almost like they'll feel, I don't know, guys. It's hard to say what I'm trying to think of how to say that. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's very tricky to have a community like this and to be able to relate to everyone. It's definitely not possible to relate to everyone. I'll just say that. But I mean, I can see. I don't want to say you have to get on Suboxone, you're going to relapse. That's kind of messed up to say that. So hopefully they're not saying it like that. That would be pretty messed up. Tara says, I start peer support specialist training tomorrow. Damn, tomorrow already. I am excited. I'm really excited and super humbled. Psyched for a new adventure. Yes, sweet, Tara. Awesome. Let us know how that goes. Very excited for you too. Damn, we've gone for 2 hours and 23 minutes. I gotta speed things up as far as responding to comments here. I gotta start going faster so I can hang out with you guys in the actual live for a minute. So on right on. Let's see. Tara, aren't you in Cali? I wonder if like Cali Love, she's in Cali obviously. Tara, Savon, I wonder if you guys are maybe close to each other. Maybe you guys could like be friends in person somehow. That would be cool. For some reason I could see Tara and Savon and Cali Love. They all kind of in a way kind of remind me of each other for some weird reason. I wonder if you guys are somewhere near each other out there in California. Yeah, Savon is in Cali. At least I'm pretty sure. I thought. And so is Cali Love too. I think Cali took off earlier. Yeah, that's definitely something that, to keep an eye on, Tara, for sure. It says, just remember, Tara, helping others can also help us, but when we become too consumed helping others, we can let ourselves slip. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye on yourself and make sure that your mental health is good with all the stuff that you're doing, Tara. I'm sure it will be an adjustment, so just be patient with yourself. And don't overwhelm yourself too much, because remember, at the end of the day, you're the thing that matters most to you, obviously, right? I'm excited to hear how that goes for her. You'll love it. And I do remember I had to share my life story in front of a whole class, and I broke down crying, and it was really healing. I bet that was a magical moment for sure. So Cindy, out of all the things that you've ever like taken, because you've been on Suboxone, you were on opiates before that, right? And then Kratom. What else do you have experience with, Cindy? And what has been like the worst for you so far, if you could tell us, Mama Cindy? Just give the group like a quick snapshot of maybe your history and maybe a little bit of words of wisdom. Mama Deb, you still up in here hanging out, or did you take off? I know it's probably getting late over there. Yeah, it's getting late over there. She's probably sleeping already. Marky, you still up in here, buddy? This is a huge growing season, and I'm so stoked for you. You guys, I'm really up in my feels tonight, but I haven't felt this a part of a community in my whole life. I love you guys. Oh, shit, Kimmy. What is it that it's got you up in your feelings tonight, Kimmy? And we love you too, Kimmy. We love you too. You're a huge part of this community, and you're a huge part of this channel, and you're a huge part of everything that we do here on the Kickin' Addiction YouTube channel, Kimmy. So I really do applaud you for making your own videos now. And thank you for everything that you've done for me here on this channel directly. Thank you, Kimmy. You've been huge, huge help to me here on this channel in many ways. So thank you very much. She says, I'm good. I'm just emotional tonight for some reason. That's all good. It feels good to be emotional, right? Remember when you probably couldn't cry when you were on certain substances in the past? Sometimes it can be nice to just let it all out and just cry that shit out, right? Just be, whether it's happy tears or sad tears, like it can really feel good to just give into the emotions and just fuck it. Life is freaking emotional. Life has so many ups and downs, and you feel freaking like a loony bag sometimes. I know I sure do. Life is hard, guys, especially in 2023. Shit. We're all struggling with something somewhere. I know it all kind of feels like what we're going through is like such a huge deal, but we're all suffering through stuff and struggling through stuff. Every one of us who are watching this video has some sort of struggles in their life. I remember I watched a video one time when I was like super like close to taking myself out. And I just went through a breakup. This is back when I was still in active addiction. So I was already really struggling with myself as it is. And then this girl and I broke up, and I was so codependent with her. And she moved to Idaho, and I about lost my shit, guys. I had a full-blown panic attack one day. I could not breathe. And I was so depressed. I was so stuck in my addiction. I just wanted to do that. And I did a video search on YouTube for depression or something like that. And Elliot Hulse came up. And I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like a motivational speaker type of guy. Where was I going with this story? Anyways, I watched that video, and it really turned things around for me. Just like looking at things from a different lens. I was just like, dang, dude. I was so immersed in that relationship. Like, I felt like ever since then, I've really kind of kept my walls up to where it's almost like I won't let somebody fully all the way in. It's like there's a part of me that always knows people are going to leave from my life, because I've been let down with so many relationships in my life. I've had so many people die that I was friends or family with. And so it's like on a deep level at this point in my life, it's almost like I'm afraid to get too close to somebody, because I'm just afraid of that, to feel that pain again. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you guys can relate to that, or why I even brought that up, but I don't know where I was going with that. So Cindy says, hey, Kevin, are you referring to my son-in-law and his little brother passing from fent overdose? No, it was something newer, Cindy. You posted something recently on one of my last videos. I can't remember what it was. She says, so much has been going on until I don't know which thing. Yeah, it was something more recent than that. It was something you posted on one of my last videos. I'm trying to remember what it was. So I'm only 10 minutes behind now, guys. I'm working to get caught up. I know I said we wouldn't go 3 hours tonight, but it looks like we're heading there. 2 hours and 31 minutes. My booty's getting sore. Woo! If y'all enjoy this 3-hour live stream, please smash that like button. I know we could easily get that over 40 likes, guys, if you haven't yet done that. If you like hanging out in here late night on a Sunday night, getting ready to go back to work tomorrow, y'all, right? Start this week off right. Kimmy has some things that made me think about going back on Subutex within the past 2 years, but I just don't do it. I'm on the Central Coast. Where are you at, Savon? Ventura County. Y'all are too damn far from me. The lights are getting real bright. I need to dim this down some. My babies. All right, I'm only 8 minutes behind, guys. I'm coming. Mikey says, see you all Wednesday. The pain is so bad. Just wish me luck tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow, Mikey. Good luck, brother. Let us know how it goes, buddy. We'll see you Wednesday. Hope you can get some good sleep tonight, my friend. Savon says, praying for Mikey. Yeah, he really struggles with a lot of pain, guys. A lot of pain. He's probably got it the worst out there from everybody that I've talked to. And I've talked to a lot of people on this channel. You guys are the best. Take you guys over my family, seriously. That sucks, man. I'm sorry you feel that way, Mikey. I know that sometimes family can be tough, guys. I've kind of can relate to that right now. Honestly, like I've been thinking a little bit about it, and it's just like sometimes I hate to even say it. Sometimes I feel like a lot of my family, they'll only reach out to me when they need something. And it's like, I understand to a certain point, they probably, and I was talking with somebody about this recently. Like I was literally looking at a text from my little sister and I was like, dang, she literally only texts me when she needs something. And in a way, it's like nice to be needed, but in another way, it's like I get so overwhelmed when people need me to do things, like go help them move in the summer heat. You know, it's like when I move, I just move myself. It takes me a month, but I do it myself. And so I do that because I hate to go help other people move. So it was like I feel like I'm so obligated to fix your car and fix her car. And it's just like, I love you guys. I don't know. Sometimes I'm tempted to move back to like Idaho or something because it's like, as I've gotten older, it's like I really value my alone time a lot more. And hopefully this lets you guys know why I am the way I am as far as not like giving everybody my phone number. I mean, I can't even respond to my own family's phone calls or texts, and I can't, you know, and people get mad because I'm not giving them my phone number. It's like, I get so overwhelmed by my own family. Imagine if everybody out there had my phone number. I would be freaking out, guys. It would be way too much for me. I get overwhelmed very easily, unfortunately. And I think that has something to do with my dad not really ever being there to teach me how to handle shit. So it definitely sucks to not have like that father role in your life. I mean, I had a stepdad for many years, but you guys know that, I don't know, it definitely just wasn't like the same as having my actual dad help raise me. I felt like I was overly strict. I had a really strict stepfather. Very strict. I mean, all things considered, I'm definitely glad that he came into our lives, but I wish it wasn't so damn strict because dang, the strictness really got to me as a kid for sure. And I'm sorry, guys, for going off on a totally random ass subject. I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Whoa, I got caught up. Yoo-hoo. I think I got caught up. I did. Yes. Okay, so I'm in the live comments finally. Cindy says, we are all going through something, whether you're old, especially the last 3 years. We all need to stay connected to our family here. Yes, 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 yes. I could probably turn off the slow mode so we can have, or should I not do that? I'll just leave it where it's at since we're kind of nearing the end here. Since we are nearing the end, I want to thank the sponsors of the last week, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna think. I already thanked the sponsors of the week. They're on the screen, but the sponsors of today's live stream. So we had Mikey coming through with a $17 donation. We had Marky with a $5 donation. Callie Love with a $20 donation. Mama Deb with a $20 donation. Sivan with a $20 donation. KG Smith with a $25 donation. And Kimmy B. Baby with a $30 donation. So shout out to the sponsors of this live stream. You guys killed it up in here today, and I really, really, really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you very, very freaking much. I love y'all, and I thank y'all very much. We still got 15 people in here hanging out on a late night Sunday night stream. We've got 37 likes. It looks like we didn't quite get to 40. I didn't think we were going to get the 51 today. I didn't think that was going to happen, but we had a lot of people in here for a lot of the stream. It was a pretty busy night, and I'm sorry I had to put the comments on slow motion mode. If I didn't do that, I would have had to skip many, many, many more comments. Let's chat for probably another 10 minutes or so, guys, and we'll probably start winding things down up in here. It is getting late. I kind of like, you guys notice how the sun's been going down a bit earlier? I like that it's not freaking light until 10 p.m. at night. Do you guys want to talk about something random? Let's talk about some random ass shit. Somebody throw out some random comments. Let's talk about something that doesn't have anything to do with Sublocade or Suboxone recovery. Let's talk about some non-addiction shit for the last 10, 15 minutes, guys. Throw me some comments. I think it'd be fun to switch it up for a minute. I knew that was coming. Kimmy says, yes, just no sports, please. I literally was just thinking that right when I looked up at the screen. I was like, Kimmy's going to say something about sports. How about them Seahawks? I think Mikey's the only one that really talks sports with me on here, so I think he left. So I don't think we'll talk about sports. So Kimmy says, my brother is like that now, Kevin, and it hurts a bit because he was always my protector. Yeah, and I think that my sisters probably feel the same way about me. I used to always be so close to my family, and I was such a good family man for so long, guys, but something, I don't know, just over the last, I think all the drama with my brother and his alcoholism really made me step back from the family. And I don't know what it is or why I made such a huge change, but man, I used to be there for every birthday, and I was always, I always used to do everything for everybody in my family, and now it's just like it wore me the F down, guys. It took it out of me. And now I'm like super opposite. I used to have so many friends, like everybody freaking knew me. And I don't say that to brag, but it's the truth, guys. Like in the gyms, everybody knew me. In the car scene, everybody knew me. I always had these fast race cars. I mean, and then how I am now, I literally don't talk to anybody, almost anybody in my real life. It's very interesting to see how much a person can change, because I'm like definitely the reverse of what I used to be. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't know. A big part of me just feels like I'm so far behind where I need to be in life right now. And like on the rare occasion I ever do look on social media, I'm like, oh my God, this is driving me crazy. I got to get off of here. Like seeing everybody posting their selfies all day long and posting, their new flashy car and their big house. I'm like, oh, this is driving me crazy. I don't know how people can sit there and scroll that shit all day long. That would drive me absolutely nuts. But yeah, a big part of me feels really behind where I could be and where I should be right now in life. So that's frustrating. And it's just like, I feel like I'm so far behind. It's like almost like I don't even know where to start sometimes. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. There's a picture that I got from my mom for Christmas. It's like this really big, beautiful mirror fucking took me 6 months to hang that shit up, guys. 6 months. I'm like such a huge procrastinator and it drives me nuts. I used to be very driven, I guess you could call it, and I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm not like that anymore. Tara says, do you have a gratitude practice? I just listened to Andrew Huberman's podcast about the research. Absolutely fascinating. No, I don't think I really do, Tara. No. Definitely not anything that I'm consistent on. I can get down with NASCAR. That's about it. I don't know nothing about NASCAR. Oh, wow. Where are you moving to, Savon? Why are you moving? Are you moving far away? Oh, moving is stressful, guys. Moving is stressful. Woo-wee. And with my OCD, it takes me so long to pack my shit. And even just packing it in the truck when I'm moving, it's just like, dude, this is taking way longer than it needs to. I used to sleep in my brother's room at night when I was a kid. I was scared because our parents were fighting. Yeah, that would be scary. That would be really scary. I know that can traumatize a lot of kids if they're hearing their parents fight all the time, especially if it starts to get like an alcoholic type fight and people are drunk. That's really scary, guys. If you're a parent and you are drinking and fighting, you're probably hurting your child for sure. And man, that's scary shit. I remember seeing my mom getting punched in the face one time when I was a kid, guys. Fuck that, dude. Really messed up. It's so crazy just thinking about what I just said. Like seeing my mom get punched and like remembering now as a child we were going to parties and a lot of people were drinking. It's just like, damn, dude. It's so crazy how fast life goes and how different everything changes. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if something really happened, and my oldest sister said something like I was like, I feel guilty because I'm like so distant from the family now, and she's like, it's all right, man, do you? She's like, we know that if something really happened and you really needed to be there, that you would be, and that's true. Like I would die for my family, but I just don't want to help y'all move and shit. Like when it comes to like physically protecting my family, like that's unquestionable. I would do any of that. Like I would die for anybody in my family if it came to that. But it's just as far as like, I don't know, just having to text people all the time and like always having to help people out as far as like going and working on their car in 100-degree weather. That sounds miserable to me. And I feel bad not doing it, but when it's like I'm only hearing from people when they need something, that starts to kind of rub me the wrong way a little bit. And then making me feel guilty. I've noticed that there's been some manipulation, like trying certain people texting certain things. Like there's been strategic things like that in my family to make me feel kind of guilty, and I've noticed that, and that's not cool, right? What about the topic of relationships? Yes, I love that topic. Is anybody single and have you been able to meet people organically or do you have to go on dating sites? That's very interesting in 2023. I did some dating websites back in the day, but I feel like from a man's point of view, I feel like you're going to be at a severe disadvantage if you're on a dating website. I would say if you're a girl, you'll have much better odds being on a dating website. But you ladies need to be careful because a lot of guys, you know what they're trying to chase after, right? So you really got to be careful not to rush into things physically speaking because there's a lot of guys that's all they want. And they'll try to tell you whatever they can to that, and then you'll notice that things change quite drastically afterwards if they're not serious about it, right? So really be careful, ladies. Make the gentleman earn that stuff. Don't just be passing that stuff out there. Let's see, Savant, I'm single. I started a new dating profile the other day. Then I realized I didn't want to take a picture of myself until I lose another 20 pounds. So you started a dating profile. Oh, I was thinking like you made like a website for dating or something like that. I was reading that wrong. Have you guys had a lot of luck on there or no? I'm interested to hear what you guys' experience on dating websites has been. I've heard a lot of ladies say there's like a lot of freaking bums on there and like a lot of married dudes trying to get down with that sneaky link. I want to know what you guys' experience has been. Honestly, for me, the best way to pursue if I'm interested in dating somebody new, it's going to be the gym for me because you want to use your strengths to your advantage, right? So, if you're how do I say this? Just say for me, like so much of my life is built on the gym, right? And so I've got a really good looking body that I've worked really hard for. And so it makes sense to me that I would probably find somebody who is attracted to that sort of thing at the gym, right? So for me, dating sites I don't think would really work too well, honestly, for me. Um, so for me, it seems like I've done the best in the gym just because I think just because of my body pretty much has a lot to do with it, and also a fact that like I know a lot of people at the gym, so just like human psychology, right? Like if a lady sees you and she sees that you know a lot of people and that kind of gives you that what's it social validation or something like that. Like she's like, okay, he's not a complete weirdo. He's got people that talk to him and it seems like they're having decent interactions, stuff like that. So it just makes sense for me mostly and that's honestly where I've had most of my relationships come from is meeting them at the gym. Kevin, you are doing awesome. All the people showing you fancy things are in debt up the ass. That's probably true. You're probably right, Deb. Yeah, a lot of people just want to get that flashy lifestyle and just post it up there and for whatever reasons. I've been single for over 10 years, Savon. I'm open to dating, but I'm very picky. That blows my mind because guys, I've seen so many times in just my life, so many ladies. I have almost never seen anybody be single for even more than like a year. And Tara says she's been single for 10 years, and I think Savon says she's been single for a long time too. I've literally felt like I've seen so many, even ladies that are my friends, like they're never single very long at all. And it makes sense because I feel like I don't know, it seems like it's almost easier, I would think, for a women to get dates than men. Don't you guys agree with that or no? It's interesting though to hear, like I couldn't picture you guys being single so long. Like, okay, so like when you guys say you've been single for 10 years, you haven't been fully single, right? You've been at least dating, right? Maybe that's where I'm getting confused. Maybe one person means single means I'm just not married, but I've been dating in like relationships, or what kind of stuff are we talking about here, guys? Sorry, guys, to be kind of unprofessional here. I know we're kind of winding down. Do not send that. Kind of winding the show down here, and we'll probably. What in the hell is going on my phone? My phone's trying to punk me right now. Siri, knock it off. We'll probably wrap it up in about another 10 minutes, guys. Just talking about random shit here towards the end here. Kevin, I think it's a sign of maturity when we get to a point of not following, but rather working on ourselves. Yeah, I like that. It's been weird though for me, honestly, guys. Since I've found YouTube, I was thinking about this. Like, I've originally found YouTube to like start learning how to do meditation back. God, that must have been somewhere around 10 years ago. And I've spent so much time watching YouTube videos, guys. And y'all that have been watching this stream for 2, 3 hours, I'm sure you guys can relate to that. Sometimes I feel like dude, YouTube is so addicting, and social media is so addicting. I'm really glad that I don't have other social media because, I'm not sure if you guys can relate to the feeling like you're addicted to YouTube or social media, but if you look at your phone, it'll show you how long you've been on social media sites each day. It tracks that shit. So sometimes I think a lot of people might be amazed when they look at that and they're like, holy crap, I spent 40 hours this week on YouTube. Gosh. Sometimes it's kind of tempting to just back away from YouTube for a while, but I don't feel like I'll have to I don't want to leave anybody like hanging out here and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll take a little bit of a break. Maybe one day, we'll see. Nothing coming up soon here, hopefully. Yeah, Kevin, my dad was an alcoholic. He was very physically abusive to my mom. Those are most of my childhood memories. Yeah, and that shit will stick in your head forever, right, Kimmy? Ugh. It's so crazy how our childhood memories can just be imprinted on our brains. That reminds me of something kind of weird. So my dad was like crazy, right? He was the kind of guy that just didn't put up with anybody's shit. And I'm being serious about this too. One time there was a situation where the cops were called and SWAT team was called, and he had to come out of this hotel room. And I was, how old was I? Like 13 or 14 years old. And so he had to come out and like this and put his hands on his head and walk towards him. And I was there. The news was there. It was like this big deal. And literally, guys, every morning when I wake up, I think of that moment because I stretch and I put my hands on my head and stretch like that. And literally it flashes me right back to that moment when that serious thing happened. And it reminds me of my dad in a negative light, right? Just that one thing. And that was 30 years ago almost, guys. And I still think of it every morning when I wake up. Freaking, the shit can fuck you up. And that wasn't like nothing like Kimmy said about like super dramatic seeing your mom get abused. Like that's even on a different level type of shit. Like when I talked about earlier, when I see my mom get punched when I was a kid, like you'll never forget that stuff. And I almost wonder if parents just kind of hope that their kid just forgets about it. But I don't think they do very often, guys. Like serious shit, when it happens, it's stamped in a kid's mind. And it's like, you'll hear people tell you, go to counseling and figure that shit out. But like, it's still going to be there, right? It's still going to be in your memory. How do you guys work past stuff like that? Like when they tell you, if you have, because almost every one of us has childhood trauma, right? I'm sure we all probably do in some way or another. They tell you to go to counseling. Like how do you get past it? What do they tell you guys in counseling? How do you get past these traumatic events that probably had your addiction go off? What do you guys think about that? I think Kimmy would have a decent response to that one. So Kimmy says, Kevin, do you go to the gym daily? So I work out 4 to 5 days every week. Not every day. I usually take usually 2 days off. Yeah, usually 2 days off a week. I try to go 2 days and then take a day off or something like that. Go 3 days and take a day off, something like that. And that's been consistent, guys. I have never stopped working out since I started for 20 plus years. As far as like taking like a month break from the gym, it's never happened in 20 something years. I like it that much, and it's worth that much to me, like my mental sanity. I do start to go crazy if I don't lift for 2 or 3 days. I start to go downhill. I think a lot of it is because I know how fast my muscle will fall off of me because I'm a naturally really skinny dude. So my weight wants to come off me really fast. So if I don't stay up on eating enough food, if I don't stay up on working out, my body will get skinny so fast. And I know that a lot of people would kill to have that, but I hate it. It sucks that my muscle can just fall right off me so fast, and I've worked so hard all these years. Wow, somehow I got 10 minutes behind already. Yeah, so that's a good point. So Kimmy says, I had on my dating profile, if you're here just looking for a hookup, keep looking. Yeah. So I think it's very important that if you guys say stuff like that, that you keep those going in person. Cause I know that sometimes you might be really attracted to somebody and you might want to kind of rush things up. And I'm just speaking for myself and what I've been through in the past. But guys, if you can put off the physical part for the longer you can put it off, in my opinion, in my experience, the better. There was one time it was like 6+ months before we took it there, and it just made things so much better, I think. Some people just go for it on the first night, and I definitely don't recommend doing that. I feel like that can do a lot of psychological damage to somebody if they're constantly having different people interacting with them on a physical level like that. I don't think that's a good idea at all. But do what you do. I ain't judging. I've been there. It's all AI and I wouldn't trust dating sites. Deb, you still up in here? Shit, girl. Thought you was sleeping over there. Oh shit, it's already 3 hours. All right, I'm gonna scroll through these last comments real quick here, guys. That's why I'm single, not dating until God brings me someone in the right timing. Good advice, Kevin. Yeah, definitely don't rush into that stuff, guys, for sure. Especially if you're in a vulnerable state right now and you're really going through your addiction stuff. That's probably definitely something that if you don't need to get into it, I would hold off on it probably. Kimmy says, I've been single most of my life, just casually dated, and I've been in love/lust with the same dude for 15, but we weren't together. Why weren't you together, Kimmy? Tara says, yes, I've dated. I got engaged when I was in my early 20s. It didn't work out, and I just haven't committed to anyone since. I'm open to commitment. Just don't want to waste time. Yeah, that's so interesting to hear how many of you ladies have been single for a while. That really kind of trips me out. It really does. Because I don't know hardly. I'm trying to think of my real life, how many people I know, how many ladies I know that have stayed single like that long. I don't know. I can't think of one. I really can't. That's interesting. I think a lot of it's changing these days, guys. There's like a lot of dudes who are super into fapping and PORN stuff. So a lot of guys just are walking away from relationships for whatever reason, and it sounds like the ladies are too. It's weird. It feels like our the stuff's kind of separating a lot. Like a lot more people are going without relationships than I would have thought. Oh, Cindy, you just reminded me. So I just got back on my meditation program yesterday, guys. I did like an hour-long meditation. Oh my gosh. I've been having some anxiety lately, guys. Overthinking a whole bunch of different things. And wow, that meditation, just that one meditation yesterday made a huge difference. Huge difference. I could feel my blood pressure coming down by the time I was done. It was really actually pretty impressive. So I definitely need to keep that going because it's noticeable for me. It's a noticeable difference. But she says, check out listening to rain and thunderstorms while you sleep. I have a really loud fan that I have to have on. It's like an AC thing to keep my room cool. I have to have that fan noise or else I can't sleep. But yeah, that's a good idea, Cindy, for sure. For somebody who needed something to help them sleep, the rain and thunder. I always like the rain, like the constant rain sound. KG says, I've been married to the same wonderful man 31 years, KG. That is badass. Congratulations. Holy shit. That's some commitment. See, I don't hear about that kind of stuff much anymore. That is awesome, KG. That is really, really awesome. I don't think I knew that about you. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. Marky's out of here. Have a wonderful week. All right, Marky, I'm going to be out of here too. Looks like you're not closing up shop with me tonight then, huh? You going to leave me here alone then? All right, all right. See how it is. I'm just kidding, bro. We'll see you Wednesday, hopefully, man. So I need to wrap this up, guys. I'm just trying to touch on any last final comments. Yes, Kimmy. So yeah, the other day I struggled so much to love myself because I didn't feel loved when I was a kid. And I think a lot of that probably has to do, a lot of that could be some of the reasons why you struggled with addiction, right? Is like you felt that feeling that you thought like love would be, right? That incredible feeling that we get, or got, I should say, when we were naive to opiates, right? It's like the missing key, the missing feeling that we always wanted. And it's just like, too bad that's not sustainable. You accept it, forgive it, and move on. The issue is you can't overcome what you don't remember. I'm trying to wrap my head around that one, Kimmy. What's EMDR? What is that, Tara? I've heard good things about ketamine as well, Savon. I've heard that you go back to the memory as it pops up, and if you have a relationship with a higher power or something that you feel is protective, you imagine the memory and that stronger power. So like using my dad's example that I just mentioned, like what would you say? Like picture my dad with his hands on his head and then think about God? Is that what you're saying? Or what are you saying there, Savon? I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying, right? Take you out of the memory, or for me, I picture God taking my pain instead of me, then I try to speak about forgiveness. Kevin, look up tapping sometime. I've seen that before, Kimmy. It's a form of emotional freedom technique, very helpful for anxiety, releases trapped energy. Yeah, so I've seen a few videos on that. That's pretty cool stuff. Do you do that, Kimmy? I do rain sounds every night. I'm the same, Deb. Yeah, I think the thunder would kind of scare me awake, but the rain definitely. Savant says being a single mom too and being picky who comes in my life. That's a good idea. Yes. Yeah. Cause you got to think of your children too, right? Guys, if you have children, you got to think of them and how the person is going to fit into your life. So I would imagine that would be an extra little layer of stuff to think about for sure. Eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing therapy, Kevin. So is that what you're talking about with the tapping them, Kimmy? What is that what Tara was talking about? Is that the same thing? Man, my throat is getting like dried up over here. Thanks, Kevin, for being on for so long. I think I'm going to hop off. I love you guys so much. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sivan. And I look forward to seeing more videos on your channel. And also, thank you very much for the sponsorship tonight. And again, thank you to the following people who contributed tonight. I appreciate the love. Mikey, Marky, Callie Love, Mama Deb, Savon, Kimmy, and KG Smith. We're going to go ahead and play some chill music on the way out, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. It looks like we got up to 39 likes. We almost got to the 40 like mark. Remember, guys, that we do these live streams Sundays and Wednesdays. So if you're missed out and you're watching this on the replay crew, feel free to hang out with us next time. And we'll see you guys soon. I love y'all. Have a great week. And I hope if you're struggling out there that you can reach out to somebody. All right, guys? So we'll see you guys on the Wednesday live stream. Bye.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.